into a butthole, you know? I mean, you bend over like that. Hi.
These are on.
Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee is here at the news desk.
Hi, chick.
Hi there.
Look like a little snow bunny, Christy. I
Check
love
local
that look.
listings, but that's why I'm dressed like this.
That looks like something Teddy Ruxpin would wear.
Do you want to cuddle?
I think you look like a scrumptious sugar cookie.
Thank you.
There
you go.
There's your cuddler.
That's sweet.
Cuddle up with him. Scoot the pizza boxes out of the way. And I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing
You know
that.
what?
mean.
You were just doing what you've been
yes.
trained to do.
You know where I learned it? I learned it from you, Dad.
Chick, I forgive you.
Thank
it's
you.
not your fault.
Thank you.
No, Chick.
You may have noticed
It's not your fault.
2023 is the year of the no Josh food jokes, Tom.
What?
How did you even
Starting
phrase
now?
that?
Did you say-
Josh
What, you
food
starting
jokes.
today?
Did you say 2023?
I forget what I said.
Are you 25 days late?
I'm
and
indulging
started?
in my first cup of coffee in a matter of seconds.
Oh, that'll be delightful.
Welcome to the show. That's Josh Allen. Do you know where he's sitting, Chick?
That'll be really delightful. Get that sweetener ready.
He's sitting at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk and chair.
That's
Hello.
him.
Very good. Would you care to continue?
I'd be happy to, yes, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
What were you going to say, Josh?
It's not your fault.
Thank you, Josh.
No, Chick. It's not your fault.
Really? Are you sure?
Chick,
Huh?
it's not your fault.
Okay.
Anybody know what we're doing?
Goodwill
No,
Hunting.
I have no idea what you're doing.
Thank you, Willie.
What are you doing?
Goodwill Hunting.
Great.
Oh,
Never
it's been a while.
Never saw it.
Oh, it's worth a look, eh?
It's probably
good.
available for free with a lot of commercials on one of the free networks you have at your house.
Either that or you were watching Keenan or something. Something good, I would imagine. Or a rerun of Alf or... Hi, Willie.
Hey, chick. Good morning, man.
Young Rock.
Young Rock.
People seem to enjoy that, right? I've not seen it.
It is
What
actually,
that?
it's not funny, but it's fun to watch because they have people supposedly the wrestlers impersonating the wrestlers of the 80s and 90s.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's real.
So they kind of look like
Bam Bam Bigelow will show up. or-
Andre the
neat.
Giant's not 7 foot; he's like 6'2", but
I'm Chick
Wow.
Tom. And
So it's like most movies, The Way We Weren't.
did you see the ratings for the Cowboys 49ers game? You want to take a guess at what they
Well,
were?
I was
Unless
just-
you've seen them.
No, I have not. And I was just saying yesterday that there's a stat out there that the top 100 TV shows viewed in the last year, I think it was 96 of them were NFL games.
Something like that, man.
And a disproportionate number of Cowboy games, even just random regular season games, are way up there. So the fact that the Cowboys aren't in the playoffs
Yeah.
will probably affect the ratings, although they'll still be just fine.
And proving the point that, people will say, well, the NFL, all that's fixed.
They want the big teams.
They want the big teams. Well, if that were the case, the Cowboys would be in every playoff game.
And they're not.
Because a 46, Tom.
Whoa, I was going to guess in the 20s.
A 46.
That's 46 million.
You know what the NBA Finals get? The Finals. This was just a playoff game in the NFL, not a championship game. The NBA gets 6 or 7.
I know I'm going, and I know this is a very annoying question, but is it 6 or 7 million for the NBA Finals on average? Or if it's a guaranteed game 7, is there more? Because the finals aren't
No,
always...
I think it's. I think if there were, it can't be any more than like 8 or 9.
I would think it'd be higher than that. But to put it in perspective, in the early 70s, All in the Family would get like a 31.
Right.
Now, the best sitcom would get...
Alf would get.
Well, not Alf. I mean, in contemporary television, having 5-6 million is huge. But
it's a big hit, man.
The go-to place for sporting events, obviously, the networks. They have live sports. That's where it's. That's
Where
where
they
it's
make their
happening.
money.
And think about this.
They have
HI.
the eyeballs, as they say.
Think about this, HI. If you want to watch commercials on network television, you almost have to watch a live sporting event because that's the only. Everybody, I can't imagine. I got to get home at 9 o'clock. My program's on. No, I can watch it whenever the hell I choose. That's the way we do it now.
Excuse me, but I like to watch American Idol every Tuesday at 8.
Live.
I get home.
on my TV.
I get a snack ready and a Sprite Zero.
All right.
Do you have any destination TV you watch besides football?
Nope.
You don't watch the news?
Well, in the morning I watch the news, and I try to watch Lester at night if I don't
I
fall
watch
asleep.
CBS Sunday morning. I like that.
Fall asleep in my
There
chair.
are a few things, but yeah, it's interesting. But the ratings are terrific for the playoffs, and they've had the NFL has had a terrific year for great games.
And the CBS app, you can watch.
I know, but
Sunday morning.
One blowout last week. That's it.
Oh yeah, the Eagles.
Only one out of reach. And then you have said off the air
Yep.
that you have made your picks for this week, and I don't expect you to.
I'm going to put them up on my Instagram, the Chick McGee, coming up later. I'm going to put them up there way early. I'm absolutely certain.
Would you say things are looking pretty good?
I'm going to tell you this: linebackers. Listen to me now. Believe me later. Linebackers.
Okay.
It's a big key in my picking. Okay.
Not injuries.
No.
Okay. It'll be fun. We'll soon look forward to that.
The Bengals have beaten the Chiefs four times, somewhere around there, with a healthy Patrick Mahomes. So who knows?
On a different note, Rihanna. Sorry, I'm not familiar with her work. I'm sure it's excellent.
She's great.
But Chris Stapleton is going to sing the national anthem.
That's terrific.
That's the thing. That's a great call.
Yeah, I'd rather him do the halftime show, quite honestly, but that's just my taste.
Yeah, I'm surprised I don't mix it up a little bit.
The demographics and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, I think they're under pressure for certain things. But yeah.
There's no doubt. You're 100% right.
Absolutely. I mean, look what they hired a couple of years ago to manage so you're going to be getting a particular type of music. I'm just thinking it'd be nice if they mixed it up a little bit.
You want the Who and Paul McCartney?
No, I would be happy with
Dickie Betts and.
No, I would be happy with a country artist perhaps and whatever else they've got.
It'll be a fun spectacle. They always are.
Yeah. It'll be a spectacle.
I'll be watching the Puppy Bowl.
All right.
Actually,
that'll be fun,
I'll
too.
probably be asleep.
There's a three-legged puppy this year.
Oh.
I hope his name's Trey. I don't know if it is. Very excited.
What else is happening in sports? You want to give us the teaser?
We got a new member of the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, which I did not get to vote in again, the Baseball Writers Association of America. Of course, you know they need 75% of the vote to get in, and of course...
I wish it was as difficult to get into the United States Senate as it is to get into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
It was almost that difficult to get a speaker.
Will they ever get it together over there?
And, of course, no...
Yeah, I was in my
no
glove compartment yesterday. I found some classified documents.
Did you?
Those things are everywhere.
Apparently, we all have them.
I think the problem is what is classified now.
Can you imagine how bored we'd be reading whatever?
I'm sure it's like a classified document about where you can park at the Pentagon. It's not like they've got the launch codes.
Magnificent line from The Onion this morning.
Yes.
It's a picture of Joe Biden smiling, and the caption is, "A delighted Joe Biden giggles and claps as the FBI pulls out classified documents behind his ear."
Seems everybody's got them.
Yeah.
I got them in my glove box.
Australian Open, we got a couple things to tell you about that.
You got ski thing?
I got...
What ski thing?
Michaela Schifrin. Michaela Schifrin, sorry.
No, she's the best.
Yeah, she's the world, she's won the most now. She passed Lindsey Vonn. However, Lindsey Vonn has kissed Tiger Woods many more times
True.
than Michaela Schifrin.
I think Michaela's got a better sense of humor.
Why do you think that?
Because she
You know nothing about her.
Because during the Olympics, when she had a real rough go, she actually joked around about it a little bit.
She seems to have...
yeah, she seems.
Lindsay may have a great sense of humor, but she doesn't show it as often.
Yeah, that could be. That could be.
Do you see the little crown they put on her? Because she's a girl and she's the princess now.
You know how athletic she is?
She's
She
won the
could come
most.
in here, she could take a Q-tip and kill you with it.
Oh, my gosh.
See, I don't think so.
She could kick us in the groin, and we would literally cough up
the
our
type of skiing they're doing? Do you know how they get the slopes ready? They make them all ice. She's an incredible badass.
That doesn't make her a better person or
I think it
necessarily stronger than me.
She skis, so by definition, better person.
But we all know.
Okay.
I'm as weak as a kitten.
Right now, we have a lot to get to here.
More
Including
outlandish claims from you about the
including-
halftime at the Super Bowl.
Pat Godwin, alert.
Gotcha.
Yesterday, we didn't get enough of Today in History in yesterday. Of course, who can forget the sad news about the death of the actor who portrayed Fuji on the great show McHale's Navy. Horns, please.
You know, that's a piccolo. Sure.
Just a second. Huge horns coming. Wait, stand by. Right about here. One of the great themes of all time. More horns right now. Watch.
Please remember.
What?
This is what Tom thinks should be at the halftime of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like this.
That's a great TV theme song, one of the finest ever.
And have Ernest Borgnine wheeled out.
And sadly, the gentleman who portrayed Fuji on McHale's Navy died last
due to
week.
advanced age. I think he was 109.
What we missed was Neil Diamond's birthday.
Oh, we did.
When we come back, Pat, I know that you're a fan, as I am. Can we have a little tribute?
Sure.
Okay, thank you very much. Right now, speaking of tributes, you got to get her something. You know what I'm talking about. Valentine's Day. How far away is it, Christy Lee?
A few weeks.
I caught her.
Well, the 14th, it's the 25th. I can't do the math that quick.
I can't do it at all. The point is, Valentine's Day is a-comin', and we've got something for you from Steven Singer Jewelers. The brand new rose, the color this year is periwinkle, which I learned is kind of a bluish, purpley, violet indigo. How
Pretty.
about that? It's these are the gold-dipped roses. Who's the biggest fan? Josh's mom. That's right. Don't forget, for Valentine's Day, you've got all those potential Valentines out there. I'm talking about moms and sisters and lovers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's where Steven Singer Jewelers comes in. Of course, lots of great jewelry. But this year, don't forget the new color of the gold dip rose. 24 karat gold, my friends, an American Beauty rose. These are collectible, and they start at about $59. Exclusively available at Steven Singer Jewelers. So here's what you do. You go to IHateStevenSinger.com. and check them out. If you order that today, it'll go out before 2 o'clock Eastern Time if you get that order in, for example, right now. So you'll have it in time. You won't be the guy buying flowers that probably came from a cemetery from a guy under a bridge. $50, huh? They'll last till tomorrow. No, do the right thing. Get something cool from IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, we have Santa Claus in the news. We have really cool Chat GPT news. You following this whole thing?
No.
What?
It's the robots that are taking exams and writing papers.
I have heard some of there's a
and the AFC NFC Championship game, and the most popular sport in America is this weekend.
Yeah.
But we'll be talking about skiing when we come back.
Well, I'm just hoping the news about Santa is he's enjoying a vacation.
Oh,
my
no.
gosh.
Well,
It's pretty good, Sanders. And then, are you sitting down, Josh?
Yeah.
In spite of what I've said about how I'm not doing any jokes about anything with regard to food, with respect to you,
Yes.
I'm glad you're sitting down because we have really cool. I'm very excited about this. I told my girls about it last night. Huge news about Oreo cookies.
Okay.
And it's very good news.
All right.
Is it the picture on them?
No, you wait till you hear about it.
I love the pictures.
It's good news. We're coming back with it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're all messed up.
more than slightly confused.
Thanks so much for joining us here on a Wednesday morning, January 25th. My name is Mark Allison. You are tuned to Bob and Tom 24/7. Hope you're here all morning long. We've got a great show for you. We're going to have Chick McGee at the sports desk. Chick is going to be doing his shoe-in picks of the week on Thursday this week, coming up on the, of course, National Football League's championship weekend. We have 4 teams left. 2 will be heading on to the Super Bowl in mid-February. And 2 of our cast members, if you will, Willie Griswold and Kostaki Economopoulos, will be covering the National Football League's Super Bowl coming up from Phoenix, Arizona in mid-February. So that'll be a lot of fun. We'll have all sorts of coverage about the Super Bowl, but we don't know what 2 teams are going to be in. We'll find out this weekend, and Chick will have all the details in sports this morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. A hand-drawn map with a red letter X purportedly showing the location of a buried stash of precious jewelry looted by Nazis from a blown-up bank vault has sparked a modern-day treasure hunt. It's all happening in a tiny Dutch village. Prospectors have descended on Omerion, wielding metal detectors, shovels, and copies of the map on cell phones. They're trying to dig up a potential World War II trove based on the drawing that was first published January 3rd. So far, nobody's reported finding anything. The village has a population of 715 people and is about 50 miles southeast of Amsterdam. The case of the stolen scooter has been solved. Cleveland police recovered Guardians manager Terry Francona's beloved two-wheeled ride on Tuesday night after it was swiped from outside his downtown apartment over the weekend. Team spokesman said police located the scooter and arrangements were being made for Francona to pick it up on Wednesday. The manager's been riding a scooter from his residence to Progressive Field for years. The 63-year-old Francona noticed his scooter missing before attending a team meeting event on Saturday. And that's a look at things you may have missed, much like Terry Francona missed his scooter. You're listening to The Bob and Tom Show.
Things you hear on The Bob and Tom Show.
And I'm not stupid. I know there's more to life than just sex. It's just none of those other things feel as good as sex. I mean, I love cookies.
Oh, yeah.
But if I do not have access to cookies, I will not rent a movie and watch two other people eat cookies.
Perfect stranger. Eating cookies. No.
Nothing.
No.
How do you not think about sex? Everything on TV, sex, you know, all the commercials, very beautiful women in all the commercials now. Doesn't even matter what the product is. It's just very sexual.
Mm-hmm.
And then you finally have sex, and it's kind of disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my Sprite, my new car? That's why I think women should have shelves next to their bed filled with prizes, depending on how well you did. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
Like they do at the carnival.
Sure.
That's they have something to shoot for, you know.
Are you going to take anything on that?
Right. I'm going to go for the Van Halen mirror tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
A Redskins fan, an Eagles fan, and a Cowboys fan are climbing a mountain and arguing about who loves their team the most.
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles fan insists he's the most loyal and says, "This is for Philadelphia," and jumps off the mountain.
Oh.
Wow.
Not to be outdone, the Redskins fan is next. He said, "This is for Washington," and pushes the Cowboys fan off the mountain. Sure, I had to read it word for word. That's all right.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
When your horse says run its very last race and there's nothing left to do, giddy up, giddy up. We don't think it's very good taste to turn him into glue. Giddy up, giddy so up. If your horse has lost his stuff and his legs aren't thin and bony, giddy up, giddy and if his meat ain't very tough, then he comes to Burger Pony.
Now, when you come into any participating Burger Pony restaurant and order our Swale in a Pail, every kid in your group will receive a free hot fudge sundae silence. And don't forget our Clint Eastwood Western spaghetti. And our delicious burgers, including the Daily Double and the Triple Crown. And remember our motto, if we're not in your neighborhood yet, your neighbors have probably passed a petition.
So if your horse has lost his stuff and his legs aren't thin and bony, and if his meat ain't very tough, then he comes to Burger Pony. Comes to Burger Pony. Comes to Burger Pony.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
And Jesus said, "Take this bread and eat it. It is my body." And the disciples said, "Jesus, we're all on low carb diet." We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little. We want to look good in the painting.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. So that's how you know you're too high.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
What would we do without you? You're so goofy.
Just trying to distinguish the fact that those are two different people.
Huh?
There's Christy Lee at the news desk wearing her stuffed animal sweater.
No, I don't care if you don't
It
like my
looks lovely,
sweater.
Chrissy. It's very cute. You look like you just want a nice big hug.
It looks silly. You're a grown woman.
It looks like you're doing après ski. You've been on the slopes all day. You're going to sit down and have a hot toddy.
Again,
I
you
like
and
a
the
hot toddy.
skiing.
I like to ski.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Well, because you're so short, you don't have very far to fall.
That is
far to fall.
That's true.
It's going to be one of those days. Can't remember people or different people. He's having this huge discussion with Josh streaming about
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron
Turns out it
Rodgers.
was Tom Brady, but
and then Josh goes, I believe that was Tom Brady. And he goes, oh, yeah.
They're both dickish.
I explained
There's
that
Josh Arnold
they're different people.
at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi there.
Tom got a big laugh with that off the air. He's trying to get it off on the air now.
Well, both are fielding annoying questions about what they're going to do with their future.
That's exactly precisely the point.
Well, what are reporters supposed to do other than their jobs, Tom? What if you were a sports reporter?
I did like the one gentleman's response. Go ahead. We'll talk about this.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Yeah.
I got a Tom Brady rumor, too, and I'm sure it's Tom Brady. I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
The guy did. I liked his response. He goes, well, it's only the question that everyone wants to know the answer to. So he was kind of like, Tom, give me a little bit of a break here.
And my man Ace tells me that it was Jim Gray, and he kind of knows what he's doing. So
yeah, and they're buddies, aren't they?
They have the podcast together.
They're supposed to be.
But what's he going to say? Give him just
the fact that the guy is in a fetal position somewhere with the year he's had.
Oh, come on!
He's got a hit movie coming out.
He can literally use $100 bills for tissues, and it's not going to affect him at all.
It's hard to talk to you about it because you hate money so much. But
no, it's not that I hate money. It's just that he throws a ball and he's going to be a billionaire in 4 years, right?
But he still lost a lot of money, lost a wife. Who knows what his kids are saying to him?
I've long been on this side of that argument. People, oh, you got divorced? Oh, I'm sorry. No! No!
Well,
let's have a parade!
Even good stress is still stress.
I mean, just give the guy a little breathing.
Being scrutinized nonstop, it's got to suck.
I can't wait until you get out of a... Oh, never mind.
I don't know. Comedically, I guess I appreciate it, but I don't know what the point is.
It's a little rough. I think it was just a general dig is what he was going for.
No, Josh, you have a fear of commitment.
What is this? What do you... Did you watch Dr. Phil last night? What's going on here?
And you know what? It's not your fault. No, Josh, it's not your fault.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let's talk a little bit of sports here. First off, we've got some good news.
Oh, yeah, let's let you do it about skiing. Yeah.
We're not going to talk about skiing.
What's the good news, Tommy?
I mentioned this earlier. Chris Stapleton. He's a great artist. He's going to be doing the national anthem.
No, that's cool.
Who's doing the rest of the songs?
Do you remember, by the way, that when Aretha Franklin did the national anthem, the ref threw a flag for delay of game. She sang for so long.
I think everybody in America, when Aretha started the national anthem, we all either said to ourselves or out loud, uh-oh, this is going to take a while.
Go for some chips and dip and come right back.
If Chris Stapleton was singing one of his songs, I'd be on board, but I don't want to hear him sing the national anthem.
Yeah, I'm with Chick on this one.
What do you mean?
What? I don't. That song is horrible.
Why don't you move to Canada?
Get John Gary.
There's a terrible song. Canada.
Get Jack Jones.
Neither of those are terrible. What are you talking about?
Star Spangled Banner. Ooh,
I'd rather hear "Oh Canada." It's a better song.
Do you guys remember last year they had a young woman play America the Beautiful on electric guitar?
There you go.
That was awesome. I could get behind that again.
And
I think America the Beautiful is going to be Babyface, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. He also likes Baby Play.
Oh, does he?
No.
Where's my passy?
Diaper me.
No, I think it's. I mean, it's. I like the fact that they're mixing it up, and Chris Stapleton is he's amazing.
Yeah, he's going to kill it.
This sounds like an ABBA song.
It's just a vocalist.
Yeah, but they sound synthesized.
I don't know what they said.
We are all white as snow.
Well, that's
and the rockets red glare.
Some people are white, Tom. You're going to have to accept that.
The odd choice to me was Cheryl Lee Ralph from Abbott Elementary.
Abbott Elementary, yeah.
Singing Lift Every Voice.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And Chick, remember her on It's a Living from the 80s sitcom?
I believe it was...
No.
It's a livin', was it?
Oh, they did the apostrophe.
I think so.
I think so.
That Abbott Elementary is one fun little show.
Yeah,
if you have not
she's
checked
great.
it out, it is a great
I'm sorry.
little
What is
show.
she doing?
She's doing Lift Every Voice.
How do you
Lift
say?
Every
Is
Voice.
it?
What's that?
It's a song.
It's a
Lift
really
every
good
voice
song.
and sing.
Is it is it Quinta Brunson or Quinta Brunson? Or
I think it's Quinta Brunson, but I'm not sure. She's great. She's really funny.
I should probably learn how to say her name before I abduct her.
So is this part of the beginning of the show?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of other songs besides just Chris Stapleton singing. Yeah, I gave the
stand-
list to Chick, but I don't know what
And I stand corrected. It's a living. What a bummer.
I just like the theme song.
Isn't Ann Gillian in that? The vocal.
Yes.
Because, Ann Gillian is the comedy. What.
You have your Gail Edwards.
That was an interesting show.
Interesting.
I just say fun, I guess.
Crystal Bernard. Cheryl Lee Ralph and Jillian. Yeah,
Crystal Bernard went on to be in Wings, another hilarious show.
That actress Louise Lasser. Remember her?
yeah.
Married to Woody Allen.
Was she Mary Hartman?
Yes, Mary Hartman.
That was funny for about 5 minutes.
The
Fernwood tonight.
National anthem, of course. I guess the most famous version is Carl Lewis.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Remember this?
I think last weekend was the 30th anniversary of that.
Really?
For the ramparts we watch, we're so gallantly streaming.
So far, so good.
Well, and the rockets.
Yeah. You got the key to this is Pat.
Starting at low.
You got to start low.
However,
you got to go. Oh, say if you start at your normal, you're not gonna make it.
Done.
This is the most popular live song sung in front of a crowd. I don't think there's any denying this.
Take me out to the ball game.
Is this Ditka?
It's Ditka.
Tempo, Mike.
It gets faster and faster. Home team, not the Cubbies.
The organ player, he found it.
He's trying.
Yeah, I'll just skip these next 6 notes. We'll get right to this one. Once again, the great athlete Carl Lewis. Oh, thank you, Carl. Okay, sorry. Let's move on here. We have Chick McGee over there at the sports desk. But before we get to that, yesterday and today in history.
That was yesterday.
The birthday of Neil Diamond, is that correct?
Yes, 82 years old.
82 years old.
He's got some good songs.
Many.
The early stuff's real good.
Many great songs, of course.
A fine songwriter, too.
I've told you this story.
Turn your mic on there, Willie.
Oh, sorry. I said I love Old Man. I love Harvest Moon. I love...
That's Neil Young.
Neil Young.
Sorry?
Okay. There was an automobile dealer in Dayton, Ohio area that played on loop America by Neil Diamond in the showroom.
All the time.
All day long.
I hope it was a
you
one-story
imagine?
building so the sales guys didn't jump.
Whoa.
Love it. Love that song.
No, but I mean...
But on loop, yeah.
All day,
It's rough.
every
To
day.
America today.
Too much of a good thing. Do you have a tribute to Neil Diamond?
Sure. Happy birthday, Neil. Birthday song sung for me. Hell, I'm 82 now. Hope I make it to 83. My toupee is glued now. I'll make it stick, darling. Please don't sing the bum 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 during Sweet Caroline. Right, Tommy? Or I'll get up from this chair, and kick you from behind. Lose my freaking mind. Oh, song sung to me. Throw a little party. Here, call James Taylor, Paul Simon, and Artie. Happy birthday to me.
Thank you very much, Neil.
Glad you're enjoying yourself, Neil.
Hey, where am I?
Yeah, I think I'm in the minority of the people that
No, you're not.
hate the Sweet Caroline.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't
Didn't he
stand
do
it.
that live not long ago?
Yeah.
You don't like fun sing-along songs.
No, it's just that what I don't like about it, that was the thing that was associated with a particular place, and now everybody has to do it. It's like the team mascots. If one has one, then they all have the identical one, and there's no.
Yeah.
It's
gotta be original.
It's like the generic team names, like the Guardians or the Commanders.
Oh, strong names. Powerful.
We do have Guardians news coming up today.
Guardians.
It's actually pretty funny.
We will protect and guard.
Okay.
Very good.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
But yeah.
Speaking of baseball,
Yes, sir.
you want to do that?
Sure. What do you got?
Third baseman Scott Rowland, of course, known by his nickname, Rockin'.
Yep.
He's been elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame all his career, Tom. Here comes The Rock, they'd say.
No idea.
Rocky.
Yeah, they would.
Rockin'.
Scott Rowland's
on
great.
on his Hall of Fame plaque, it says Scott Rockin' Rowland. Absolutely.
He is a hell of a player. Deserves to be in there.
Well, I don't know.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see the evidence here. 7-time All-Star, 8-time Gold Glove winner. Yeah, maybe he's good.
Okay. You're okay with it? You would have voted for him?
Yeah. 76.3% of the vote. And, of course, you're notable by omission. No Barry Bonds, no Roger Clemens, no couple other guys who.
Pete Rose.
Was on the juice. Well, Pete wasn't on the juice, but he's on the.
He's maybe
on
the take
right now.
No, not really on the take.
We're a couple years away from having actual gambling booths at all the stadiums.
What do you think? No, there is a gambling kiosk at Reds Park or whatever.
Didn't Pete Rose make the first bet in Ohio?
I think he might have.
I thought it was like a promotional thing. Yeah.
You know, it's been long enough. Why can't we?
Yeah, no
Can't do
joke.
something. You can't give him even just a little corner that says, "Hey, he would normally be in here."
Right.
You know what they should do? Bring Paul Giamatti to a game and tell him he's in the Hall of Fame because
his father
Bart
was his dad.
Stained the game. That's what he said. Yeah, remember that? Mm-hmm. Like a shirt.
Mm-hmm. I love that song. Like a shirt. One of Bob Seger's.
Hey, Bob, do you think we can change the lyric?
Lesser known.
Tommy Paul has reached his first Grand Slam semifinal, ended the surprising run of Ben Shelton by winning their All-American matchup, 7-6, 6-3, 5-7, 6-4 at the Aussie Open. Paul is a 25-year-old from Jersey.
What sport is this?
Tennis. His victory makes him the first man from the... I got funny stuff coming up here.
Sorry.
From the United States to make it... to make it to the semifinals. What are you laughing at? You're going to copy it down and say it later, okay? So just pay attention.
All right.
He's the first one to make the Final Four at Melbourne Park since Andy Roddick movies.
Erotic movies.
Andy Roddick.
Erotic movies.
Andy Roddick movies.
Nice. That was cool.
Bravo.
Really well done.
I thought you didn't like wordplay.
I don't like you. Paul will face the Joker and let's see, Stefanos Tsitsipas.
Oh yeah, what is
City Papa?
Lake Titicaca is the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
And Karen Kakhanov. It's a guy. His name's Karen.
Huh.
I don't know.
Is he like Eastern European or something?
Yeah.
But his last name.
Kakhanov.
Yeah, you're not kidding, baby.
Oh, really?
You got that and then some.
All right. Write this down. Khachanov.
Kakhanov.
All right.
That's you're not getting Kakhanov.
You need one of those.
You're not getting enough, is that what you're saying? Thank you very much.
More sports coming up as soon as I find it.
Do better. You're not getting Kakhanov.
Thank you, Doctor.
Don't say it like that.
And another Super Bowl halftime idea.
Oh.
Coming up. It's right in Tom's.
Is this an actual thing that's going to happen?
For the benefit of this conversation, yes.
Okay.
So that's a lie.
All right.
Okay.
And now also coming up in the news, we have this headline: cannabis users have better sex while high.
Cool. Very cool.
Why do you think so many people have cannabis?
I think people who are high think they're having better
That could be, yeah.
Well, there's a new study from East Carolina University and North Carolina State University. And we're going to find out what they have to say about human sexual contact while under the influence of cannabis.
All right.
Also, we have, for the second day in a row, a burglar who apparently doesn't know where the bathroom is.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Number one or number two?
Oh, it's a deuce in the sink.
Yeah. Well, it's all pipe.
Oh, boy.
Have you ever done that in the shower?
Oh, there's a garbage disposal.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out about
Have you ever
all
lost
these unfortunate things.
Have you, you gotten confused and in the shower?
We have to move forward here, of course.
Wasn't a thought?
Oh, God.
Santa news and very interesting Chat GPT news. But right now, I want to talk to you about being safe at your home and being comfortable even when you're not there. Thanks to Simply Safe, they keep winning all the awards. Tell me more, Chick McGee.
You know that property crimes like burglaries and package thefts go up over the winter. That's right. And, of course, now is the best time to secure your home, give you peace of mind with award-winning home security and Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. How good is it? Well, it was Simply Safe again named the best home security of 2022 by U.S. News and World Report for the third year in a row. 24/7 professional monitoring agents use Fast Protect technology exclusively from Simply Safe, capturing critical evidence and getting faster police dispatch. And, of course, Simply Safe whole home security, advanced sensors for every room, window, and door, HD security cameras inside and out, and smarter ways to detect motion that alert you only when a threat is real. And that Simply Safe app, you can check in with your house anytime as long as you got your phone with you. Disarm, arm, anytime, anywhere, unlock for a guest, see who's standing on your porch for no reason, adjust system settings, all for less than $1 a day. Customize the perfect system for your home, then install it yourself in just a few minutes. Go to simplysafetom.com today. Claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we have fascinating stuff in the news and the world of sports, including huge news from the Oreo people. And also an interesting thing that occurred on a soccer field in the UK.
Can you just eat one Oreo?
Yeah.
Well, don't ask.
You skew everything.
Yeah, okay, she's ruining the whole
You got to
thing.
eat 6.
When we come back,
half dozen.
Someone got their oil checked on the pitch, if you know what I mean. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL season, every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free. Listen in the NFL app, on WestwoodOneSports.com, via Westwood One station streams, or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Do we have Chester?
Yes.
In the other room? Okay.
We have our producer, Dean, our producer.
Okay.
One of the best.
Right. And he has
one of the best producers.
Amish producers.
Maybe we should put Chester on a table so we can see him.
Now, Chester is a dog, of course, and he's a rescue dog. He's a beautiful dog.
And he can't help being that cute.
Sweet little. He's got the most
now,
incredible
can Chester hear us right now? Can you guys hear us in there? Okay.
There's a couple
Chester,
control,
stay.
There's a couple control words he likes. He likes his name.
How about that?
Okay, Chester?
Chester.
No, he's looking up. He's trying to figure out. He's looking at the speaker.
Is he named after Chester A. Arthur? Is that who he's named
He's
after?
named after the street he was found
Now
on.
say WHERES YOUR BALL. He loves that.
Okay, Chester.
Where's your ball?
No response.
Nothing?
No, we didn't
Where's
get
your
it.
ball?
Chester, where's your ball?
Well,
There he goes. Okay, now. Okay,
Where's your ball, Chester?
Now he's confused because he sees our lips moving and it's coming out of the speakers. Chester is in a different room.
Okay, so he's reacting. Then.
Okay, now do you?
So I am going to right now play Squeaky Bark Bark.
Okay.
Okay, now is this the first song on the animal
This
album?
is the album More Songs to Make Dogs Happy.
Okay.
And this is the third cut. Squeaky Bark Bark, Chester.
Okay, I'll
Coming at you.
Rate this record, baby.
Oh boy, his ears perked up right away. He's staring at the speaker. He's got that quizzical look. Oh yeah, he loves this one.
He likes this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
I give that song a 95.
Okay.
Squeaky, squeaky, bark, bark. Oh, squeaky, squeaky, bark.
Now he doesn't care anymore.
He wants to hear the
when you
squeak.
start
You know
singing
why?
that.
Okay, now here's our song. This is our
right,
dog
wait a minute.
version of
Now he's laying down. He could
Okay,
care
now
less.
let's
Stairway.
Okay,
All right,
play
here we go.
Stairway. See. Oh yeah. Oh, he loves this. He's going crazy.
Right. G.
I wonder why. His head, every time the squeak comes up, he moves. Oh, you're punishing him. Now he's standing up.
He loves Zeppelin. There's no doubt about it.
Oh,
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Chester rocks.
Let me play one of
You know what? Can you play the Gordon Lightfoot piece
Yes.
for
Absolutely.
Chester?
Here we go.
I think he's a big Gordo fan.
Okay.
Nothing. He's yawning.
He's smiling.
Oh, now we're talking. Chester hears this. He's going crazy now. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
See, well,
He loves Gordon Lightfoot.
I don't know. You be the judge.
No, he's like,
Let's try one of the other ones from the actual
All right, which one do you have?
recorded dog album. Songs to Make Dogs Happy. This is cut 1.
Let's see if we can make him poop.
Squeaky Deaky. Let's give this
This is
a
the
listen.
big hit, I understand.
Okay, nothing so
Look,
far.
he can even tell it's a Casio.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He's looking around.
Squeaky deaky. I love my squeaky toy.
This one's kind of got him.
Squeaky deaky.
He's enthralled with this.
It makes me jump for joy.
All right.
Squeaky deaky.
To me, he looks more anxious than happy.
He looks
Well,
like
I
he
think
wants to get the hell
he
out
would
of the
be,
room.
Well, I think he'd be excited if a squeaky toy actually appeared after hearing one.
Right.
Yeah, but see, to me, this is like doggy porn. He's
No, I have one of those.
That's doggy style.
Nothing like that.
You have doggy style.
No, but I think
my mistake.
he'd be more excited by an actual squeaky toy than a see, because he doesn't understand. He's looking at the speaker. He can't figure out where the squeaky toy's coming from.
It looks like he wants to go outside.
Oh, it does look like that.
Do you want to go for a walk?
Oh, baby Chester.
Where's your ball?
Chester, there's no P. He doesn't understand.
Chester, where's the vacuum
He
cleaner?
just want to knows what all these voices are.
Chester.
Yeah.
Chester hates the vacuum cleaner.
Okay. Well, thank you, Chester.
But did you know they sell it by the keg?
I did not.
What kind of a loser consumes a whole keg of non-alcoholic beer? I mean, if you don't drink, fine. Have an O'Doul's, but don't do funnels. What are you gonna brag to your friends the next day? Oh, dude, you should have been there. I mean, we were pounding that keg till 4 in the morning. Oh, I was so bloated.
Yeah.
Then I drove everyone home.
Cool.
Yeah. There's a gigantic warehouse of stuff I don't get.
I can't
And they
understand
serve non-alcoholic beer there.
You know what?
Boy,
Another thing I
get
don't
that.
understand: Hooters has food to go. Who the hell's that for?
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
I was playing in Miami, and RuPaul was real big at the time, and a lot of the staff was gay at the club, and they were going to go at like 3 in the morning to this huge gay bar to see RuPaul, and I was like, all right, I'll go, and so I go down there. I mean, it's like 2,000 people. And mostly gay men, and I'm sitting there by the record machine, and the ugliest guys there hit on me. I mean, ugly pimples, fat guys. I'm like, you know what?
Gay people drink too.
You were at 2 in the morning pull, man.
Man, he looks good.
Just the fact that you went, okay, I'll go.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Coming up.
Oh my goodness, you caught me. We're having a party. It's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news
hello,
desk.
Chick.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, man.
Good. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
I've been told I need to sound more casual.
Casual.
Yeah, the guy in the mirror.
How about more attentive?
In the bathroom. I'm sorry, what? There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
You've been talking to the man in the mirror?
Oh, yeah. He's got a lot of ideas for me.
Does he?
Has he been asking you to change your ways?
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
The man in the mirror.
The boy in my bedroom.
Does anybody else really like...
How does he get away with it?
He didn't.
He kind of did.
I'm going to build a little theme park.
Anybody else love PYT, Pretty Young Thing? I
Yeah,
love that
it's good.
song, but
It's
is
good.
really uncomfortable
Yeah.
listening to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're all great.
There's Ace Cosby.
Rockin' Robin.
Good one, Ace. There's Willie Griswold.
I liked it. It's returning to the Jackson 5 stuff.
I'm Chick McGee. Oh, then...
That was an audio turd.
Man,
It's
I
a
love
decent
that.
flick.
I love that movie.
And
Yeah.
Willard.
Willard?
And Willard,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Did he do a song for Willard, too? Or was that for Willard?
Is that a sequel?
I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much.
Willard is a sequel, yeah.
Oh.
I know you were talking
it's a
about
different
yesterday in history, Neil Diamond's birthday. We covered that. Let's see. We had a couple of other things. I'm currently sitting here reading about the great actor Carl Ballantyne, who portrayed Gruber in McHale's Navy.
I wish he was making that up.
I do too.
Yeah. One of the great theme songs, certainly, of all time. Ernest Borgnine, Joe Flynn.
Man, that just hits the ear.
Oh, it's great. You don't like? Okay, well,
Shrill.
It is.
So, Willie, when you were growing up, your dad never made you sit and watch these shows?
No, never.
I know I
Really?
didn't force my taste on them.
Willie, you may have grown up past the days that those were like on at 1 p.m. and 1:30 before all those shows were replaced by Judge Who Gives a Crap.
All we got a lot of Full House because that was
Yeah.
it was ending as I was growing up.
Okay.
So that was on reruns a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of Friends was on constantly.
Yes.
And then in the back of the car, a lot of like the American Pie movies.
Oh, there you go.
I've never seen any of those. I've never seen an episode of any of those other things. I don't watch that much TV. But I bring it up because of the sad death of Yoshio Yoda, of course, the actor who portrayed Fuji on the show McHale's Navy. He was their POW. And I know people are going, that's politically incorrect. I think they actually, the character was actually, they were kind of embracing their Japanese friend. It was really about, that we can all get along.
Yeah, he was like their pet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, as they weren't torturing him. It wasn't a negative.
Their heart was in the right place.
Yeah.
Let's just say
There
was no malice.
Yes, I'm sure we could go to virtually any university and they would condemn the entire show.
Exactly.
They're
right.
prisoner of war.
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't about him being a
Their
prisoner.
heart was in the right place when they took that
liked him.
prisoner of
You
war.
can't take
Why would
today's
they
standards
free
and
him?
apply them to old.
Right,
I've
you
told you
can't.
this story 100 times. One of my father's friends who was a clerk at the United States Supreme Court with my dad.
Yeah.
He was a prisoner of war in Germany. He was shot down. A super brave guy.
Yeah.
He loved the show Hogan's Heroes. Now you can have all the it's too silly, stupid, whatever. It wasn't exactly Stalag 17, but he thought that show was great.
And people forget that those were like sort of almost defense mechanisms to there were real atrocities going on and they needed a break.
And I bet you his name wasn't Fuji. It was some kind of nickname for him.
In the show?
Yep.
Yeah. You're right.
Well, his name was Yoshio Yoda.
Well, there you go.
Well, that's the actor's name.
Now, what is this like? Where the dog Spot plays the dog Rover? Is this what you're saying?
I'm just saying, it's like the Greg Warren bit. Yeah, the guys love me. They call me Snot Bucket. They love me.
Well, there's plenty
he
of that.
portrayed Seaman Third Class Fujiwara Takeo Kobayashi in the American television series McHale's Navy.
And he could eat 100 hot dogs.
Sadly, he died at the age of 88. And he was actually a really cool guy. I was reading about him yesterday. He ended up working for Toyota. He was fluent in English and Japanese, and had a great career working for Toyota. So
yes,
good for
very
him.
intelligent.
Take this for what it's worth. I feel like no one else will tell you this, but maybe your day wouldn't be so busy and hectic if you weren't sitting around reading about Carl Ballantyne and Fuji and going to meetings.
I was swamped yesterday.
I was so swamped.
If he's not doing that, that means he's out there.
Yeah, that's true.
If you Google, Carl Ballantyne was a magician of if you Google and watch any Carl Ballantyne magic show, you will howl. there's almost nothing that funny on American television right now. Or you could go home and watch The Bachelor. Oh, look, we have 20 narcissists talking to each other.
Isn't that your favorite show, Ace?
30 narcissists?
What's your favorite?
Good.
What's your favorite show? I'm sorry to insult you.
My favorite show on TV right now?
Yeah, right now.
The Rookie.
Okay, yeah, that's much better.
With Nathan Fillion, right?
Yeah,
it's an old cop who
he's a former construction worker.
Yeah, he becomes a cop late in life.
Wait a minute, you're
Rookie.
telling me that American television has a cop show?
Yeah.
What a great idea!
Yeah, it's something else.
Original. Watch cop shows when you were a kid. 1 Adam 12? Come on.
Didn't they have the Rookies with Kate?
You watched Dragnet?
Yeah.
No, I watched Dragnet because Dragnet was a great show. Even as a kid, you realized this is so awful. It's great.
Do you know that
my God.
Dick Clark was a guest star?
Yep.
Adam 12, which is the same.
Was he really?
Yeah. He played he owned a race course.
Yeah.
It's really worth watching.
Dick Clark ended up owning everything.
That's true. Here you go, Tom. Here's your halftime show because you were saying that.
Well, I was excited because Chris Stapleton, who is a tremendous artist, doesn't matter what kind of music you're into, he's brilliant. He's going to be doing the national anthem.
Yeah, good luck.
Oh, he's great.
This is from Dave. Hey, Tom, maybe you'd rather have the June Taylor dancers at the Super Bowl.
No, I'm just saying mix it up a little bit, fellas.
Are they the ones, the June Taylor
They
dancers?
They're having Chris Stapleton. They're having Rihanna.
Okay.
Weren't they the ones where they had the overhead camera and it looked like a kaleidoscope down on the floor? Is that them?
That was a bunch of movies. That was also swimming movies with Esther Williams.
I think it was Jackie
Busby
Gleason.
Berkeley. Is that the guy?
Huh.
No, I'm just saying, mix it up. That's fine. I'm just, the halftime is going to be, pronounce it for me?
Rihanna.
How about a magic act? David Blaine.
He can make the stadium disappear.
That would
I'm actually going to see my favorite magician, Justin Willman, here in a couple of weeks.
Let me tell you something.
He's very good.
I'm hoping. I love him.
There's a illusion David Blaine does. He walks down the side of a hotel in Vegas. It's crazy.
I love stuff like this.
I don't
see.
know.
Carl Ballantyne would do that, except he'd deliberately fall and then get up and go, "Well, that was rough."
That's my.
You've got to watch Carl. Just watch Carl Ballantyne. If you don't like it, you probably might want to check out.
Oh, okay.
If you don't find that funny, something's wrong with you. Just saying.
All right.
Well, there you go.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
More sports coming up.
Okay.
More sports.
And do you want to give us a teaser?
NFC AFC championship game. Maybe I'll talk more about that.
Okay.
How about something stolen?
More likely, I'll talk about skiing, and we've got some world record, and we're promoting the Masters already, and all sorts of stuff.
Okay, and then we have sex. Is it better when you're high on marijuana? Well, according to a new study, it may be. We'll find out about that.
All right.
This is provided you don't fall asleep in the middle of it. Honey? Hello?
And we have a comment from the listener text line. Tom says he doesn't force his tastes on his children. Why aren't the listeners as lucky?
I'm not forcing my taste on.
Wait, yes, you are. Constantly.
No. Watch The Bachelor. It's important to lose those brains.
Shows you've never seen.
Yes, you criticize stuff you've never watched.
I think he's right about The Bachelor.
Yeah, you can criticize that without having seen it.
It's like
I love looking at beautiful women.
You're forgiven.
Sign up for a porn
as Josh
service.
said, any episode of McHale's Navy is better than Judge Who Gives a Crap.
that's for sure.
Those shows, that's going to help your brain. When we come back, we'll try to enlighten you. How about that? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Ingrid, you're going to sing one of your tunes for us right now. Which one is it?
I was thinking that would be a good idea. You just want me to do a monologue or something?
Well, no. There's been some controversy that apparently there's this rap version of. Are you going to do what's going to happen here? I'm a little confused.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, all right. We'll have fun, right? All right.
Sure.
I just became so Staten Island. So, this is the song that was on the Old Navy commercial. So we've played it over and over and over again because it was the song that actually made it to radio. And so one day, I don't know, my brain just sort of like went crazy and I wanted to do something different. And so I did something different and it sort of stuck because we need to change it up a little bit. So we'll do that version for you. I hope you like it. This is called The Way I Am, the remixed version.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm doing this. All right, stop, collaborate, and listen. Ice is back with a brand new edition. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow to the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up the stage, wax a trump like a candle. Dance from a speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly when I play a dope melody. Anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it. You better gain weight. You better hit bullseye. The kid don't play. If you got a problem, yo. I'll solve it. Check out the hook when my DJ revolves it.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Ice baby.
Well, he needs the money.
I believe Queen gets it.
Hey, don't hate. Don't hate.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground was where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some b-ball outside of the school when a couple of guys were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight. My mom got scared and said, "Where the auntie and uncle in Bel Air?" I whistled for a cab, but when it came near, the license plate said fresh and had dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, nah, forget it. You're home to Bel Air. I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cab, "You're home, I'll smell you later." Looked in my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel Air. Oh man, here we go. We'll do the real one. If you were falling, then I would catch you. If you need a light, I'd find a match. 'Cause I love the way you say good morning, and you take me the way I am. If you are chilly, here, take my sweater. If your head is aching, I'll make it better. 'Cause I love the way you call me baby, and you take me the way I am. And I'll buy you Rogaine when you start losing all your hair. Sew on patches to all you dare. 'Cause I love you more than I could ever promise. And you take me the way I am. Oh, you take me the way I am. You take me the way I am.
Beautiful. Wow.
Very nice.
Yes.
Ingrid
Good voice
Michaelson
this morning. Yes.
Ingrid and her band is sounding great. Very nice mix.
Hardware store, where you make out like a burglar when you shop at Burglars. Free popcorn Mondays, free coffee Fridays, free parking. It's Crazy Ernie's going out of business sale. Everything must be Burglars Hardware Store. If Burglars doesn't have it, you don't Fergan need it.
Hi, I'm Ernie Fergler.
He's Ernie Ferdinand. If you don't come buy some stuff today, he'll kick your ass. Be there. Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Dave Dugan. Comedian David Dugan. Dave Dugan joins us in the studio.
David Dugan.
My formal name. You sound like a Grand Wizard. David Dugan, Grand Wizard. Stop.
You have a couple young children.
A couple young kids. Raising kids at that age is sort of like being hazed into a fraternity.
Yeah.
There was like a 2-minute time period the other day when I changed a dirty diaper, grounded up fruit chews out of the carpet while chocolate milk was being spilled down my back. Geez, if I could depants myself, I'd be a Fidel right now.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Coming up throughout the day.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Stevens singer's sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee. I have a special report, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, I think we should get right to your special report then. What is this?
Be patient. Ready?
Oh, time now for mascots in the news.
That's right. Mascots from around the world. Mascots in the news. Apparently, Rudy, R-O-O-T-Y, Rudy, the great root beer bear.
Yes. Wait, is he a root bear?
They call him a great root bear.
Is he the mascot of like Hires Root Beer?
A&W Restaurants.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you've all seen this bear.
For 60 years, will sadly have to wear pants.
What?
People didn't want to see his root.
America, this is a treat from A&W Restaurants. America, let's talk. Since 1963, Rudy, the great root bear, has been our beloved spokesbear.
Yes.
We knew people would notice because he's literally a 6-foot-tall bear wearing an orange sweater. But, yes, we get it. Even a mascot's lack of pants can be polarizing.
So to speak.
Therefore, we've decided that Rudy will wear jeans going forward.
Oh, he's going to look cool in jeans. He'll look good.
He looks real cool in jeans. After all, he is unbearably cute and impossible to replace.
He sure is.
But this is a standard cartoon thing.
We are confident.
Donald Duck doesn't wear pants.
Yeah, we're so tired of seeing their wieners.
Rudy will continue to champion good food and good times for many years.
I'm all for this. I don't need to be looking at these mascots getting all turned on. I mean, offended.
We were just talking about root beer floats yesterday, weren't we?
We sure were. Yeah.
Never had one.
Delicious.
That's not a joke, and try to get one. I've never
You
had a
seriously never had a root
never
beer
had
float?
a Diet Pepsi float. Never had a float, actually.
What?
Buddy, you're not living.
No joke.
You know what? I'm afraid to get you a root beer float because you'll just go into a spiral of addiction. Because you have the first one, and then life's never the same. You're
right?
You're chasing the root beer dragon.
First one's always free, Chick.
Like root beer milk, it's so good.
Well, I was not familiar with Rudy's work, but I don't think the pants are really necessary, but if they insist. They weren't politically corrected into this, were they?
Well, I think that's the only way you can.
Was there some organization that...
Look at this. Here he is wearing a tuxedo. I wonder what the occasion was.
Oh, maybe it was an anniversary.
Now, does the tuxedo have trousers?
You can't tell.
You can't tell. But he's often seen sporting a tam o'shanter, which is very nice.
Yes.
If he's in a tuxedo, that presents the reality that all of the fast food mascots go to a sort of gala at the end of every year.
Yeah.
And Ronald McDonald is there, and he's wearing a tuxedo. The Hamburglar is there. He's also wearing a tuxedo.
Like an award show?
Yes.
I'd like to think it was a wedding.
Who's getting...
The Jolly Green Giant and the Wendy's girl.
Oh,
well, she's dead.
She was reported as saying, "I didn't know he was that big."
Okay, could we move on? What else? What else have you got?
And we've got a Tom Brady update. According to reports, Tom Brady, these people are saying they know where he's headed. Tom Brady reportedly went on a tour of a private school in...
I'm going to guess.
Go ahead.
Tennessee.
Miami for his kids to attend.
Maybe he's retiring.
But, however, Tua Tagovailoa is still the Dolphins quarterback, but Tua has had multiple concussions, and there's real concern.
How many? A one, a two, a three?
You sound like
Lawrence
Welk starting a song.
That was insensitive and very funny.
Yes, it was hilarious.
No, wasn't there something about him buying into the team or something?
That was a rumor last year, him buying part of the Dolphins and becoming general manager.
Well, how about that?
So what's the latest with Tua?
He
had a one, a concussion, and then a Tua.
I apologize.
Now a three,
I thought you really wanted to know.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Rudy the Great Root Bear.
yeah, Rudy. Good to see you, buddy.
Nice. What's all this about me having to wear the jeans?
Hands off! Hands off! Hands off!
Yeah, that's what I say.
Did you see? You know what they did, Rudy?
What?
You know, your competition, you got the Hires root beer, and you got the Dad's root beer.
Yeah.
They made Dad put his pants on, pull them up, and zip them up.
Oh, poor Dad.
He was flashing.
No one wants to see a dad with a...
Is that right?
Nice conversation with the bear.
He was flashing, wasn't
He's
he?
laughing so hard, he's snorting. Did everyone hear that?
Bring some weird shower into this.
Oh, my goodness, my goodness.
Well, now, Josh, you have stated that you are a grower, not a shower.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's fine. Because when I grow, baby, I grow.
Yeah.
That's a trick. You kidding me with that?
Yeah, feed the hammer, baby.
Look at this. Now watch me turn it into this. Good God. People should pay tickets. They should pay to see this show.
Look at this. Now watch me turn it into this. Snap.
Close your eyes.
I've thought many times about putting a hat over it. Just to show you.
Come on, ladies. Come on,
wild.
girls. Come on.
Yeah.
Feed the hammer. Voila.
Okay, what are you saying with feed the hammer?
Well, say it twice. The tool, you know.
Does that sound,
yeah, but what do you...
that sound potent to you some way? Or?
Maybe I'm just
Did one of Janny's friends say that to you in 1968 and you thought it was the coolest thing ever?
I wish.
Oh, Tom, did one of your sister's friends, did you ever hook up with one of your sister's friends?
Unfortunately.
Did you ever
try?
Models.
Ever try flirting?
Sneak around, see him naked through the keyhole?
No.
You have an older sister, Willie. Did you ever flirt with her friends?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah!
You kissed him? You saw him naked?
Yeah.
Does she know about it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was she bad or fine?
No, it was when we were working at summer camp, too. She was hooking up with my friends. There's not a lot you can do.
Wow.
Happens.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's going to be very happy that I said that on the radio.
See, that's a family.
That sure is.
The family who swaps partners together. Stays partners.
Be so proud.
It's nice. She's my Eskimo sister.
But we all know your dad doesn't date up.
Interestingly enough, you mentioned your Eskimo sister.
I also am insulted by that somehow.
Yesterday,
me too.
Yesterday was the anniversary
Of
the Eskimo pie, and as you know, you may recall, the Eskimo pie got politically corrected out of existence.
I wouldn't say that. They just changed their name to the Edie's pie.
Well, they were asked to. I'm not making a judgment, but the anniversary of the, I guess you'd call it now the Edie's pie. Now, describe, Christy, this is not an ice cream sandwich.
No, it's like a vanilla ice cream with a chocolate coating over it.
Right.
Yeah.
On a stick.
No, it's not.
No, it's not on a stick.
I thought it was.
It depends, but no, it's not on a stick.
Because I thought the Klondike bar was not on a stick, but
neither one's on a stick.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I thought the Klondike bar was the Eskimo pie until yesterday.
I thought it was.
The Eskimo pie was invented by Christian K. Nelson in Iowa in 1922 on January 24th. It was released for the first time. And then they were asked to change the name not too long ago, actually, a couple years ago. And they originally were going to change it to the Baby Seal Clubber pie. And that didn't take off. No. So they, what did they do, Pat?
Bye-bye to the Eskimo pie. I hear the name's insensitive, but I'm not sure why. They took away my ice cream back in July. Klondike bar, I'll give you a try.
A nice, sweet tribute.
Josh and I are both correct. The Eskimo pie comes in 2 versions now.
How about that?
Does it
on
have a
stick and not with a stick.
I think I prefer stickless.
It came out stickless.
Anyone want to write a poem about stickless? Jake, you want to take this?
There once was
Josh
a man
wants a poem.
who was stickless. Not only that, but he was dickless.
Love that
He
word.
said, "I'll be right with you," and then
he met
We
his
have
friend, the actor
Oreo.
Michael Chickless.
We have Oreo cookie news coming up.
Yeah, good Oreo cookie news. I'm very excited about that.
There's no stick
Thank you,
in it.
Pat.
It better not be another Oreo cookie flavor.
They've lost their minds a little bit.
No, this is a good one.
Okay.
I think this is a really. Have you read it?
Yeah, I have read it.
I think this one's valid.
I mean, they've gone crazy.
I read it to my 10-year-old last night, and she loves it. She was very excited about it.
What's the really spicy sushi green stuff?
Wasabi.
Oh, yeah. Wasabi. They have a wasabi Oreo cookie.
No.
No, they.
Yeah.
They lost me at mushroom and Swiss. Come on, Oreo.
Whoa,
This,
wait a minute.
this new one is good. Right now, I want to remind you that, if I'm not mistaken, looking at this calendar, this means that Pat Godwin's going to be in Youngstown at the Funny Farm Friday and Saturday. It's going to be a great show.
Yes.
That's a great club. So look for Pat Godwin live and in person. Very excited about that. Also, our friend Greg Warren this weekend is in Columbia, Missouri, Friday night at the famous Blue Note.
That's
Columbia Jam of the Ocean.
So that'll be great. Now, a couple things I want to get to. Coming up, we have interesting news from the world of Cleveland baseball. We have sex. Is it better when you're high on cannabis? And we have another crazy poop episode involving a thief.
Tonight on a very special crazy poop episode.
I mean, this is going to have to be a series coming up if we have any more of these.
And check out my Instagram, the Chick McGee. I've got the shoe-in pics up there.
You put your pics up?
I sure did.
Okay.
I'll have to unmute you.
Right now, it's quiz time.
What?
I'll start with you, Christy Lee.
Yo.
What is your sleep number setting for your sleep number bed?
40.
That means what?
Means it's on the softer side of things.
But if you wanted to make it as firm as possible, you could crank it up to 100 like
just hit a
Chick
button.
McGee. Is that correct?
100. I like a firm mattress, and the Sleep Number bed stays firm. Tom.
There you go. And you can adjust it at the touch of a button. So if you're going out of town and someone's going to be staying at your house, by the way, here's how you work it. Check the button, and you're just where you want to be, because sleep is so important, and Sleep Number is aware of that. What's really interesting is Sleep Number, I'm not sure why they've chosen now to do it, but they've got their best sale of the year happening right now. You can save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed. The Queen, now only $19.99. Special financing is available for a limited time. Subject to credit approval, minimum monthly payments are required. See sleepnumber.com for all the details. You'll find them, of course, at Sleep Number stores. Where do you find those? Sleepnumber.com/BT show. Sleep Number, the idea is so simple and so elegant. Either side of the bed has its own setting. So it's like having 40 mattresses in one. It can be soft over here, a little firmer over here, vice versa. Mix it up, have some fun, live a little, and check out, this is their best sale of the year. Like I'm saying, save $1,000. The Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, just $19.99. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, we have a fancy world record. We have Santa in the news. Chat GPT news. You're going to be hearing about that a lot. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yeah, you are. I'm Mark Allison, and thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning on Bob and Tom 24/7. You can also see the Bob and Tom Show, not here on Bob and Tom 24/7, on our YouTube channel. Did you know we have a YouTube channel? That's right. You can watch it anytime, even right now. Just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. Next thing you know, you're watching the show while you listen. or are you listening while you're watching? At any rate, it's our Bob and Tom YouTube channel. It's a lot of fun. Check it out, won't you? As we continue to roll on through this Wednesday, Hump Day, everybody, January the 25th. Jessica Alsman, Scorched Earth from the Bits and Pieces podcast, and Allie Breen, our comedian/relationship expert, coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. Dear Allie, or as Tom likes to call it, sexy time. On the way right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. The sci-fi indie hit Everything, Everywhere, All at Once leads nominations to the 95th Academy Awards with 11. A year after streaming service won Hollywood's top honors for the first time, big screen spectacles dominated Tuesday's nominations to the 95th Academy Awards, with Avatar and Top Gun sequels getting Best Picture nods. Collectively, the Best Picture nominations have earned more than $1.5 billion domestically so far, which is a record. The Oscars are handed out March 12th in Los Angeles. Babyface truly excited and honored to be asked to perform America the Beautiful before the Super Bowl. Chris Stapleton will sing your national anthem, while Oscar-winning actor Troy Kotsur from Coda will perform the anthem in sign language. Actor-singer Sheryl Lee Ralph from Abbott Elementary will sing Lift Every Voice and Sing. Rihanna, of course, is your halftime performer. The Super Bowl, February 12th in Glendale, Arizona. Musicians are lining up to be a part of Willie Nelson's 90th birthday party in Los Angeles this spring. Nelson will host 2 concerts at the Hollywood Bowl, April 29th and 30th. Lineup includes Beck, Bob Weir, Neil Young, Snoop Dogg, Norah Jones, Tom Jones, Sheryl Crow, Miranda Lambert, Lyle Lovett, Chris Stapleton. The list goes on and on and on. Nelson is also releasing an album called I Don't Know a Thing About Love in March. And Adam Devine of Pitch Perfect will lead one of the Mardi Gras Carnival crews in New Orleans. Devine will reign as King Bacchus for the crew of Bacchus, which will roll through New Orleans February 19th. The theme of the parade this year, Throw Me Something, mister. How about some beads? And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Got this new venture. It's called Say It to My Face.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Cool.
Hey, Josh, let's say someone talks smack about you on Facebook or Twitter.
Sure.
And the first thing you do is you call me, then I go to their house. And when they answer the door, I'll just yell, say it to my face. And then I'll jack them with a blood dart right to the larynx. And Christy, you and your ladies don't got to worry either, because I got you covered too. See, my friend Tasha and I are launching an all-female company called Oh, No, You Didn't. Well, it's hard to spell on the radio, but in print, it's badass. It's all hymenated.
Hymenated?
Yep. So the next time some chick, calls another chick an obese whale when you post your porta potty selfie on Instagrams, just give me and Tasha a call. She'll go to that chick's house and slap the spit out of her while screaming, Oh, no, you didn't.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Time now for Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
The 1972 Miami Dolphins became the first NFL team to go undefeated for all of their regular and postseason games. Most analysts agree that their marvelous no-name defense was the key to their brilliant performance. But perhaps no other defense in the NFL compares to the one seen in 1994 when O.J. Simpson faced double homicide charges in an L.A. courtroom. We salute you, Orenthal James Simpson, NFL Hall of Famer, accused murderer, and free American citizen.
This has been Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
I don't blame them. I'll say it like this. What I hate worse than the common flies are them little fruit flies that are always hanging around in bars.
Yep.
Or in the summer around wet dog feeders. I swear to God. They could be 1,000 miles away and somehow spot a wet dog feeder like a hawk surveying feeder mice. They always find them. Flies are sort of badass. When you ever seen pictures of flies up close?
Weird, huh?
Yeah.
Their eyes are like mini disco balls.
Yes.
They can see over like 200 different angles. Now, I bet flies would be great billiards players if they could make sticks to fit their hands.
Yeah, they can see everything.
Silly.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Don't. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 20.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick McGee.
Hey there. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Pat and Josh and I were just enjoying
some camaraderie
conversation.
Yeah.
Until the show rudely interrupted us. Josh at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hello there.
And he's sitting.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey. It wasn't that kind of meeting.
Yeah, we sodomize each other during the commercials.
That's Roger. What did you mean?
You know what he meant.
What did you mean? Yeah.
You cannot keep your mouth shut.
Oh.
God.
No,
I'm not saying anything.
If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it.
No. I insist we don't.
All right.
Well, let's move forward here.
You went to the doctor
we have Chick McGee at the news desk. No, the sports desk over there.
Josh had some anus trouble.
Oh my goodness!
It's true. Well, it's life, Chris.
It is life.
It's the ups and downs of living. I've got the same thing on my right hand. There's a lot of people say, is that stigmata?
What you got?
Yes.
You got Josh's ass on your right hand?
Well, there's an itching. I was trying to help the guy. Will he help me?
That's a friend, buddy. You look up friend in the dictionary, you see a picture of Chick McGee.
You can't
scratching my anus.
Oh my God!
Let me help you out, buddy. Friend.
I had some. I'll just be honest. I had some major itching going on back there. I didn't know what the hell. And
well, grass doesn't grow on a racetrack. You know that,
right? And you didn't want to bring it up. I didn't say a word.
Well, you did.
Yeah, you did.
You're not completely
blameless.
Yeah.
You said and you're sitting. You said 3 words.
But yeah, and I got it checked out as one should when there's an issue back there.
You got fissures?
No. He goes, look, it could be one of two things. When was the last time you wiped? I'm kidding. He said, I have a little patch of eczema. And he said, it may have spread back there. That happens.
You got butt eczema?
He said it's either that. He said it's either that.
Leprosy.
Or a fungus.
Josh has butt shrooms.
You know what? Tom, you should not be laughing. You and I both suffer with eczema and psoriasis and all that.
Is that because of this room, you think? You didn't have eczema before you worked here, did you?
This was my first bout of it.
Yeah.
But it may be dormant or something. But anyway, he goes, either way, this lotion will cure, or it'll help. It'll fix. Whichever one it is, it'll fix.
Oh, it's hot, though, that napalm olive.
Well, then I said, if you're applying the lotion and your finger slips in.
Well, that leads to a story in sports.
Everything's fine.
Still a medical.
You guys know I'm very clean back there.
Was it a prescription?
It was. Yeah, it is a prescription.
So did the pharmacist give you the look?
If it's the same...
yeah, it's like...
If it's the same ointment he gives me, it works like a charm.
And I'm sure it's not an ointment that's just for back
She goes,
like a wax bullet?
She goes, you know where to put this, right? I go, yeah, in my ass. And she goes, no, I meant you need to keep it in a cool, dry place.
Yeah, my ass.
So much I get on stage? Is that funny?
Yeah, it's very funny.
So much for the health segment of our show.
But anyway, yeah, so everything's fine.
Good.
But I don't know. I was like, am I over bideting? Am I over? Because I use those aloe wipes and stuff like that. I keep a very, very clean house.
And
back there. Yeah. Yeah, you never know when you're going to stumble.
What did he say?
He said, no, all that should be fine.
Okay.
So it's just whatever.
Did you have to mention that you've been waxed back there before?
No. I didn't.
Did he notice? Did you get the classic doctor line? Hey, has he been going to a tanning booth?
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I have to now.
Go ahead.
When I was a senior in high school, I had to spend 2 nights in the hospital because I had a fistula.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was an ingrown hair.
I am Fistula.
Yeah, there was a drag queen in Chicago we all called Fistula.
In my my ass crack or my tailbone, and it was a hole. It was a hole that I noticed. Blood.
An extra one.
Yeah, I noticed blood on my underwear. And
Oh my God! Why are we talking?
That's my favorite Bob Dylan album.
Fistula.
Yeah, John Mellencamp.
Oh, blood on my underwear.
Blood on the underwear. Yeah,
Oh.
it's got that song
But
about
they
the
had to
boxer
go.
on it.
It was surgery. They had to go in and close it up.
Well, I'm glad they did, man.
Because it was just getting bigger.
Yeah.
And eventually, the doctor told me I would turn inside out.
Oh, my God. Well, I'm glad you got that taken care of.
So I'm glad the medical portion of our program is just so enlightening for everyone. And could you grab that?
Anybody else got any butt?
Nope.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Floyd.
I've enjoyed your fistula program.
You're welcome.
I think both you and Josh Chick have problems from the way you kindly sitting down and squatting.
Oh, maybe so,
Could
yeah.
be.
Yeah, next time you're watching the game, Chick, when you at the bar, just make sure somebody pushes in your stool. Well, I'm holed up at Mr. Fuel waiting for him to clear the roads.
Oh, it's snowy where you are?
Oh, I ain't talking about the snow. I'm talking about all these four-wheelers driving like fools. I tell you right now, if they call for shower number 7, I'm going to have to run on you.
Oh, okay.
As long as they just charge holds out on my jitterbug, I think some whore probably made off with my charger again.
Oh, your jitterbug.
Oh, boy.
Speaking of jitterbug, I used to know a lot lizard named Ladybug.
Really?
Oh, she sounds nice.
Well, they called her that on account if you spend any time with her, chances are your pecker would be bright red with black spots on it.
Yeah, that's...
Kind of like face painting when you think about it.
Yeah, like face painting.
Right quick, I got one for you, Ace. Right quick. You know how truckers talk to each other up there in Milwaukee? No. Wait, hold on. I got it backwards. Ace, you know how truckers talk to each other up there in Wisconsin?
No.
They use Milwaukee talkies.
Oh, very good.
I hope I didn't give it away before the good part.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
You did fine.
Well, I reckon they just called shower 6, which means shower 7 can't be too far behind.
Oh.
What else is in the news? Oh, it's like everybody forgot what the word classified means, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think they did. I couldn't agree more.
I can't wait to see what Lester Summerall has to say about this mess.
I think he's deceased, actually. I think those are taped, frankly. Where were we?
Yeah, he's waited.
Hey, Josh, I'm glad you're doing okay.
Yeah, thank you. It's embarrassing, but it's, you know, what?
Were you embarrassed picking up the prescription?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No. It's not just for that.
Did they give you like an applicator?
I haven't gotten it. I dropped it off yesterday, and I'm able to pick it up today.
Do they recommend? I assume you need some rubber gloves.
It's not inside his ass.
You're not going to bareback it, are you?
Tom, it's just topical.
Yeah, it's just topical. I just wipe
Just a topical cream.
I had this issue, and I just used one of those paint brushes people use for barbecue. You know, you kind of just paint
Oh,
it
sure,
on
yeah,
there.
yeah. A baster type.
The one
brush.
from your kitchen?
Yeah, like it's ribs.
Man, the itching was bad. I almost bought an extra Crest spin brush.
Didn't we have a story about somebody with hemorrhoids? The toothbrush accidentally went up inside him or something?
Oh, no.
Because they were scratching with the toothbrush.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hope it wasn't a water pick.
I wonder how I got it. How do you get an ass fungus?
Well,
If it is that and not eczema.
Probably eczema.
Probably is.
I believe it would have to be you were exposed to someone who had
Are
ass
you
fungus.
stressed?
That's what he, you know what he, no, he didn't ask me that.
Spending a lot of time in
Eczema is
bus station facilities.
Yeah.
Eczema is usually caused by stress.
Do you think
isn't
that
it?
had something to do with it? Right?
Are you Christy's right. Maybe you're stressed. Maybe we need to relax, get some comedy from Chick.
Quite honestly.
Do you have because we do have a sports story that relates to the gluteal cleft and the entry pad therein.
Oh.
The portal, if you will.
Do you get paid for how long you talk?
You talking about the beehole?
See, Christy, I'm a gentleman. I am trying to speak in a way that is...
Soccer officials in the United Kingdom are investigating a report that a player inserted his finger into his opponent's anus.
Oh, boy.
A message from the Nottinghamshire Boy, how British
That's
can
like
you
a
get?
parody of a British town.
Nottinghamshire.
Nottinghamshire Football Association, the NFA, the discipline team states that the incident occurred during a Sunday league game earlier this month.
Now, in wrestling, that's known as checking your oil.
Oh, boy.
The association has not identified the teams involved or the players. The message reads, it has been reported to us that a player allegedly inserted his finger into an opposition player's anus.
So you're not allowed to use your hands in soccer unless you're the goalie. So we can rule out the goalie.
You know, they're making a new show.
Oh, really?
About soccer players who put. There's one particular coach who's all for soccer players putting fingers in. It's called Ted Asso.
And you didn't want to do the story.
Well, no, goalies, because they have those big Mickey Mouse
gloves. They have to be out. They can't do anything.
But we had the same story during a rugby thing a couple years ago.
Well, yeah.
I think it's quite more common in rugby than it is.
Who's compelled to do that?
Who's tell?
If you're playing rugby already, you've got to screw
Well,
loose.
you've got a short in between.
Well, yeah, true.
Oh, again, you're not going bareback. Christy just chimes right in. You can tell she's been here a long time.
If you're able to pull the short down and get it in there, that's talented.
That's different. I'm sure that's not happening.
This is over Umbro.
Yeah, over Umbro. Very nice. They make a nice short.
Not an ounce of real fiber in any of those.
They sure did.
All made from 2-liter bottles. Hey, and by the way, that brings us to Stupid World Record. Who likes watches?
I do.
I like a nice watch.
I love a nice watch.
A jeweler in India broke the Guinness World Record for the most diamonds set on a watch.
Oh,
wow. Tacky.
Renani Jewels earned the title with a watch featuring a total of...
Oh, have you seen this thing?
You want to guess? Anybody want to guess? How many diamonds?
1,000.
It looks like...
I'll tell you this.
It looks like it's like 5 inches wide. It doesn't even look like a watch band. It looks like a huge sweatband.
It's in the thousands.
Wow.
In the thousands?
Yep, in the thousands.
2,578 diamonds in this watch.
Josh, do you have a guess, Josh?
I do.
Okay.
I'm going to say 17,524.
That's right! How did that happen?
Have you seen a picture of this thing?
Yeah, that's how I knew there were 17,524.
Actually, I underlined it.
The weird thing is the watch, it's a Casio. You'd think they would have, maybe Rolexed it up or something.
This isn't fair.
Why is it not fair?
Because it's more of a bracelet than it is a watch.
It's huge.
Well, does it tell time?
Yeah, I guess
then it's a watch.
Well, it knows the time. It won't tell, though.
One of those.
It's got Roman numerals, so I'm out.
Oh, I like that.
You don't like Roman numerals?
Hate them.
I think it's classy, don't you, Pat?
Roman numerals are great for describing the Super Bowl era, but I don't like them on a watch or a clock. The place I'm staying now has a clock with Roman numerals. I'm thinking of taking it down.
Take their clock.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of taking it.
My.
You're going to be looking at it for a very long time.
It's a form of illiteracy, not being.
Well, when we got there, the clock was wrong, so I got a ladder, climbed up there, set it right. But I think I'm going to cover it up because every time I look at it, it's like a math problem.
And when I was setting the clock,
and you are forced to look at it.
It's right there over the sink.
Here's the thing: I also broke some things on the mantle, but that's what they get.
I've only broken one thing.
What was that?
What did you break?
This shutter thing. It's kind of complicated.
At the house? At the place you're staying?
Yeah, I've got to hire.
I guess you don't care for shutters either.
I've got to hire someone to come. It's going to be complicated and fix it.
Boy, that watch does look tacky. I don't like those kind of diamonds. I only buy blood diamonds.
Oh.
Thanks, Josh.
I like the...
Here.
Actually, they went out of their way to say that it's made of the way the diamonds are, whatever.
Mined, yeah, that's a big thing now.
But it just looks ridiculous. Does it give a price for this thing?
I'm sure it's not for sale.
17,000 diamonds on it?
No.
Okay.
No price. I should have done better.
Diamonds on the band.
Would it have been funny if it had been like a digital Casio?
Yes.
Oh, man, that's a great song. Diamonds on the soles of your feet.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh, what a great song, right?
Okay. We have anything else going on over there of interest?
Well, by gosh, we do.
Stupid World Record.
Oh, No, this isn't a world record. This is just something you won't believe. Cleveland police have recovered Guardians manager Terry Francona's scooter. It was stolen from outside his apartment.
Oh, well, I'm glad they found it.
So things are really going well for...
He's famous for riding the scooter.
And living in an apartment. Huh.
Well, he's probably home.
I'm sure his house
He's gone half the
probably
time.
home somewhere.
It says apartment here. What do you think? Why would he live in an apartment?
Because he doesn't have time to cut his grass. He's
the off-season.
on the road.
The off-season.
There's no off-season for a manager.
A team spokesman said police located the scooter and arrangements were being made for Francona to pick it up. He's 63 years old. I don't know how that plays into the story. He's been riding a scooter from his residence to Progressive Field for years. He's become endearing to the Cleveland faithful.
It's fun.
That's the problem here.
Although it just shows the name the Guardians. The Indians never would have let this happen.
So is it like a Vespa or is it like a little...
It's a scooter.
It looks like a little Vespa, Christy.
It does? Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
it's
You put your
not-
feet up.
Yep.
Oh, you don't like push it like my neighbor kid?
No, this
Does
is
it have a
actually
motor on it?
powered by a motor.
Okay.
But thank you.
Well, fair enough question.
What a great name. Then, of course, there's Tito Francona. That's a great name. And it is pronounced Tito.
Who the heck's that?
What?
Who's Tito Francona?
No, his brother's name's Tito. It's always been Tito. What's wrong with you?
They found the thing, Christy, was up on little tiny blocks in a rough part of town.
It's just Legos.
They took the rims.
Yeah. Someone gave them the sign to steal, and they stole it.
Okay. All right. It took a minute, but we got there.
I think it's cool that he rides a scooter around.
Those are fun. Fun.
And, yeah, you can see he wouldn't want to live in a house. Those guys, they're on the road half the time. That's got to get
Man,
really
I hope
rough.
I make it someday. I'll be the manager of a big league team, and I'll
I'm sure he's
live in
gonna
an
have some.
apartment.
I'm sure he's probably got a spread somewhere in Florida.
Yeah.
That his wife lives in.
Have you ever been interested in coaching? Anything?
I think I'd be a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
Maybe a life coach. That's what I'd like to be. Yeah, you know, the state I'm sitting in right now, you don't need any sort of paperwork or anything. Just say you're a life coach.
Wow.
And
Really?
you're there. Yeah.
Huh.
I'm a life coach.
Well, give Ace some advice.
What
Ace
can
needs
I-
help with his
Will you
life.
guide me?
No, I think you're doing. I think you're doing quite well. You've got how many years of food at your place? You're making okay money, I would guess, and
Slightly above minimum wage.
and and it seems like it's a rock solid job that no one's possibly would be scared to fire you. So I think you're doing great. I don't have any notes on that
I
whatsoever.
thought you're a life coach. You're supposed to make him feel good.
Chick McGee, life coach.
I am. He's doing great.
Well, give him some tips. What can he do to make his life better?
I don't think it can get any better for Ace. I think this is his ceiling.
But see, as a life coach, I think you would be completely selfish. So you would be giving him advice that would make your life better. So what would you do to make your life better?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm okay.
You got to keep him as a client.
With respect to Ace.
You know what? Maybe life coach isn't for me. You know, no. You know what? Life coach, the first rule would be Tom Griswold does not set foot on the premises. That would be because he's heckling me from the back.
Yeah. Chick McGee, no longer life coach.
You could be a life coach heckler. How about that? That's no good advice. You should be a life
A
coach.
professional heckler just walking around heckling.
No matter how awful your life is, continues to be, you offer advice.
How about Tom Griswold? Would you watch a show called Tom Griswold Grocery Store Heckler?
Oh, yeah.
And you're just in the market.
Yep. You're not going to buy that, are you?
Yeah.
Just apply that right to your ass there, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, is this your cart? Oh, really, Pringles? Okay.
Salad mix? Yeah, that'll help. Full of nitrogen.
Camouflage the butter with it, are you?
This has been Tom Griswold Grocery Store Heckler.
When we come back, we have cannabis in the news.
And food in the news, including Oreos.
Great Oreo cookie news. I'm very excited about this. And another mad shatter coming up in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
did go out with a girl a lot younger than me, which was an odd experience.
Yeah.
A lot younger, early 30s, very early 30s, 22. And
yeah,
it was a mistake because I thought I'd be the older. Well, for two reasons it was a mistake. One, I thought I'd be the older, experienced man, and I would teach her about love. So I'm very confident. I'm giving her hot talk in her ear. I don't know if you've ever done that, where you're right next to someone's ear and you're kind of like. I'm paraphrasing.
I understand.
This is in the transcript. Hey, baby, you like that? You like what I'm doing, baby?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, well, I bet you do. Yeah, well, I think you're hot.
I think you're hot, too.
I'm getting turned on by the own girl in my own routine. I'm actually
were
thinking,
you,
were you doing both voices then?
Voices? Yeah, Bob and I are on the same page.
I'm sitting there, are you doing both voices while you're whispering in her ear?
Yeah.
It's like a ventriloquist.
Yeah.
You all right?
It's just my sock puppet, honey. Just play along. Lonely time.
I think you're hot, too.
Oh, yeah, do you? Well, I'm going to give it to you.
I want you to give it to me, baby. Tell me about what you got down there.
Uh-oh.
What did you say?
Tell me what you got down there.
What do you want to know about it?
Just tell me all about it.
Well, I've had it my whole life. I keep it very clean. I'm fastidious about hygiene.
Now tell me what it does.
It works well with others. Team player, self-motivated.
Now tell me how big it is.
Well, that is an issue of perspective. You can't judge it. You got to go right now?
Oh, come on.
Hey, see you on Craigslist. Another smooch girl.
Dwight Slade is our guest.
That was a bad move.
Inspectors have descended on O'Marion, wielding metal detectors, shovels, and copies of the map on cell phones. They're trying to dig up a potential World War II trove based on the drawing that was first published January 3rd. So far, nobody's reported finding anything. The village has a population of 715 people and is about 50 miles southeast of Amsterdam. The case of the stolen scooter has been solved. Cleveland police recovered Guardians manager Terry Francona's beloved two-wheeled ride on Tuesday night after it was swiped from outside his downtown apartment over the weekend. Team spokesman said police located the scooter and arrangements were being made for Francona to pick it up on Wednesday. The manager's been riding a scooter from his residence to Progressive Field for years. The 63-year-old Francona noticed his scooter missing before attending a team meeting event on Saturday. And that's a look at things you may have missed, much like Terry Francona missed his scooter. You're listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
This is Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys. As owner of the Dallas Cowboys, I just want to say I share in your pain. But as owner of the Dallas Cowboys, I fully intend to turn this pain into progress. And I'll approach the NFL competition committee with a rule that's long overdue. I believe as owner of the Dallas Cowboys, when you're that close to the Super Bowl and you've not been there since '95, I believe, in the sake of fairness, there should be an option to buy your way in.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Time now for great moments in NFL history.
The year was 1926. All-star fullback Ernie Nevers of Stamford. Nevers played in all but 29 minutes of the games. 3 years later, in 1929, Nevers scored all of the points for his team. This single game, 40 points scored by a single player, is still a record that stands today as the NFL's oldest. Nevers also holds a few lesser-known and unofficial records.
Oh, really?
Such as highest number of STDs treated in a single season. And the longest winning streak with road horse.
This has been great moments in NFL history.
Wow. Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, guys, it's Eli.
Hey, Eli.
Oh, hi,
Hey, Eli.
You nailed it, baby. It's about as low as it gets. You know what, Eli? You're just feeling sorry for yourself. Look, I was thinking, there's no need to get down. I mean, just because you're grounded at work don't mean you can't gain yards. I've got a fresh, hot Papa John's pizza you could run by the house. God knows you wouldn't want to try to pass it. You'd probably get picked off by the mailman. Oh, yeah.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's something going on with his hair again, Tom. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's looking great.
Why, thank you, Josh.
Handsome man.
It's like a light blonde or something. I don't know what he's doing.
What's the color you put in there?
Medium ash brown. After a week, it gets a little red.
Red.
The color of eggplant.
Medium
Hey,
hash.
for St. Patrick's Day, would you do Elvis black? Just like that jet black Elvis color that he used to do?
That's a crazy look.
Have you ever thought about if we all band together and pay for it, would you have it professionally dyed by like a lady who knows how to dye hair?
Sure. I've done that before.
You have?
Yeah, it lasts a lot longer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Eddie's wife, Christine. She does a great job.
Yeah. How about growing huge mutton chop sideburns? Everything goes jet black in honor of the actor who portrayed Elvis being nominated for an Oscar.
He's great in that movie.
He's terrific.
How about we write insert here on your cheek and point an arrow to your mouth? How about that?
Right.
This took a turn. I thought we were talking about Elvis. Could we get back to the sports page,
Dong
please?
storage.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey, Coach.
There's Willie Griswold.
Chick McGee.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Once again, Chick McGee has become Ace Cosby's life coach.
Life coach.
Okay, you got to give him some real tips. Maybe help him with his driving.
Chick McGee, life coach.
Will you take me home?
I don't know.
This has been Chick McGee, life coach.
Don't you guys live near each other?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, you're in the same city, right?
No.
In the same city.
No, I don't live there.
You don't?
I live here where we're sitting.
Never seen your house. No
I know.
idea.
You've been invited many times.
He's had parties.
Sorry,
He's building a new fence.
Yeah, I'm putting up another fence now, too. You know why? Privacy. Because I can.
Okay, well,
I don't want my dog seeing other people and seeing how they treat their dogs. I don't want to see that. Or they're petting them and stuff. I don't want to see that.
They'll get ideas.
That's right. Hey, pet me, love me. No. As you said, Tom, I'm incredibly selfish. If I pet anybody,
as you know,
me.
my philosophy of life is you have to have two dogs at all times, at least.
Yep.
So,
Best thing you ever buy a dog is a dog.
So if you're petting your one dog, does the other one always come over?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And they give the look like, hey. The dogs have the worst case of FOMO.
As a matter of fact, my golden will always come when she's called. Always. So she'll come in the house, and the other one won't come sometimes. But a surefire way to get her is I'll have Monkey come in, and then, oh, good girl, Monkey. And the other one hears that and comes running.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, it's really, really.
Try the hard liver cubes, the dried liver cubes.
Mine like cheese.
Oh,
they like the cheese, little cheese cubes.
Okay, I'm not sure what's good for them, but now let's move forward here. Do we have any more sports?
Cheese wheel.
Now you've said you've posted your picks for this weekend.
The Chick McGee. It's up there on Instagram. Go ahead, enjoy, everyone. Here's something about checking the oil. This is from a wrestling coach. There ain't such a thing as checking the oil. Get it straight or don't say it again.
Ooh.
Listen to the flute man, this coach says. But I thought Greg told us about it.
He's the one that told us about checking the oil. Again, this is based on a news story out of England in which a player is accused of inserting his digit into the hole near the gluteal cleft of another player.
Now, is that
effort to?
Is that second base or third base, or what would that be between?
That would be base.
Yeah.
I think it's at least a ground rule double, right?
Oh no, that's a foul ball there.
Charging the pitcher's mound. I'm not sure if the baseball analogy really applies.
You want to do your nails after that, right?
God.
Ideally, you do them before.
Is that sports?
Yeah.
I think I have a feeling sports is over.
What? Yeah, sports.
Okay.
Hey, this is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. That gives you a hint of the way I'm leaning on my picks.
Okay, Christy, what do you got?
Oreo is releasing a new Oreo cookie called the Most Oreo.
What is it?
Thank you for asking, Josh.
Oh, is it the chocolatey part?
The new Oreo will feature 2 chocolate-flavored base cakes packed with most stuffed levels of cream that will have ground-up Oreos mixed in the cream.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The Most
Sounds
Oreo Oreo is already available for pre-sale on Oreo.com and will start appearing on shelves starting January 30th. Available for a limited time only.
I'm going there now.
The cookie's launch coincides with the debut of the Oreoverse, the brand's metaverse experience where fans can play games and get a chance to win prizes, including a $50,000 grand prize.
Well, that's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they've taken an Oreo cookie,
Yep.
ground it up,
Yep.
and then put it in the cream that ordinarily would be inside an Oreo.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then put it between 2 Oreos.
Look at that. That looks like a tasty. It looks like cookies and cream ice cream.
Yes.
in there.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm getting notify me when this product is in stock. It's out of stock.
Well.
Huh.
It's a big hit.
And you know you can get a picture on an Oreo.
Yes, that's cool too.
Like for Valentine's Day, they have they're red, and then there's one with on the other side, 2 sides, and a picture of you and your significant on one side.
And that's edible?
Yeah. No, it's you put it comes with a hole in it. You wear it around your neck.
No, I mean,
of course it's edible.
Underscoring the fact that it's still edible.
Chick, but what if you get a picture of you and your sweetie, and then she breaks up with you, and then you have to eat only the sides of her face on them to have a picture of you and not be sad on Valentine's Day?
Are you one of those people that if there is a breakup, you cut the head out of pictures?
No, not. I don't have a lot of physical pictures anymore. But yeah, you definitely get rid of some of the pictures in the phone, don't you?
Can I tell you that my mother did that when they broke
She
up?
really?
Mm-hmm.
She did what? She cut
the heads out of my father out of all the family pictures. However, she tried to tell me that he cut his head out of all the pictures.
Well, in a way.
Well, yeah, I guess from where she was sitting. Maybe
Did he move out?
This is your fault.
I didn't know they broke up.
Oh, yes.
He moved out?
Yes.
How old were you?
18, 19.
Ooh. Ah, okay.
Oh, I was in West Virginia. I could give a damn.
Okay, all right. So everything was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
You probably called. Did you call your dad and go, boy?
Yeah, how about that? Huh?
Took you long enough.
Did he ever hear you on the radio?
At the beautiful music station. That was it. Yeah, because he died. Yeah.
Oh, but he was proud of you.
I did not get a banjo. No.
Brought my
Do you have
dad.
anything of your dad's? Well, you got the stories. We
I've got a couple. I'd rather not.
Okay. Here with it.
Might
Josh,
be a pool cue and a deck of cards.
a little bit of context.
A revolver. And,
A little bit of context, ladies and gentlemen.
I am legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if.
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Oh.
Again, that track, the laughter of Jess Hooker is what really sells that.
You know what else is that if you listen to it again and as many times as we have, you hear that it's all Pat Godwin's fault. He wants to be included so badly.
Yeah,
let's play it again.
Hey, how'd that happen?
Here we
I
go.
think he was excited for me.
You tell him, Spike.
Here we go.
I am legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if.
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Oh.
Now, is the O? Is that Pat also?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Realizing
He was excited for me. He didn't mean to.
Okay, briefly. Okay, good. Okay, well, we'll be back with more pleasant things going on in the world, including a Santa update. Who's the wealthiest pet in the world?
And we'll hear from Christy about how her parents broke up.
And we have...
I don't remember, but I remember they told us over a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I've never been able to eat it since.
Soften the blow. You haven't been able to eat.
Really?
What? I say we have a bucket of chicken, a bucket of fun is what we have.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, welcome to Dead Dad Day.
Haven't been able
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Where were you, Tom, when your dad died?
Oh, my dad was this was when they divorced, not when he died.
I was at home.
At home,
Yes.
relaxing, enjoying the day?
I was sleeping. But thanks for bringing it up.
This is just the
I didn't get a banjo either. We do have coming up Santa Claus news, and it's fascinating. This is really something.
I don't care for this Santa Claus story.
I bet I'll love it.
News about the Earth's inner core.
That's scary.
Is everything all right with it?
No.
Who knows? Wait till you hear this.
What is that movie with Hilary Swank? They have to go to the core of the Earth or something.
$1 Million Baby.
Core.
Is it the core?
Yes.
It's the core. It's the name of, I thought it was $1 billion core.
We're going to find out about the core when we come
Cores
back.
don't cry.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, yeah.
The sound of the band.
Baby.
Here come the Mummies.
Dirty minds think alike. We got our heads in the gutter and our fingers in the pie. Dirty minds think alike. We got our heads in the gutter and our fingers in the pie. Looking at you from a distance, you seem so sweet and innocent. I can spot the bad girls a mile away. It takes one to know one. It's true, we're two, we think alike. Never fighting off temptation. Take advantage of this nasty situation. Dirty minds think alike. We got our heads in the gutter and our fingers in the pie. Here we go. Act surprised and disgusted. You know damn well that you've been busted. I can see the naughtiness in your eyes. See it in your eyes. If you wanna come and grab it, life's too short for playing games. Never fighting off temptation. Take advantage of this nasty situation. Dirty minds think alike. We got our heads in the gutter and our fingers in the pie. Bobby Tommy, y'all so dirty. You know we love it dirty. Dirty mind. Dirty mind, sing alike. La 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 mind. And they got their fingers in the pie. That's the strawberry chocolate pudding. Dirty mind. Dirty mind. Dirty mind. Dirty mind. I'm dirty, I'm dirty mind. Think alike.
Wow.
Of a woman visiting Hawaii made headlines worldwide. The judge ruled Tuesday that Albert Ian Schweitzer be released from his shackles immediately. A petition filed late Monday outlined additional evidence clearing him of any participation in one of Hawaii's biggest murders, which unfolded on Christmas Eve of 1991. And Walmart has announced that U.S. workers will get pay raises next month, increasing starting wages to between $14 and $19 an hour. The company president told employees in a memo pay raises will be reflected in their March 2nd paychecks and will come through a combination of targeted and regular annual pay increases. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing with your time?
You're not helping the show where you're going. We don't want to go. You think that you're a cut-up. We wish that you would shut up, 'cause you're not helping the show. You're not helping the show. Where you're going, we don't want to go. Your moment of enjoyment will lead to unemployment, 'cause you're not helping the show. Don't you see, Chick McGee? Your career needs a plan B. You're not helping the show. Where you're going, we don't want to go. Bob and Tom are seething. It's time that you were leaving, 'cause you're not helping the show. No, you're not helping the show.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Sports update coming up. Here's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold. Chick. He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold's here.
Chick McGee's also here.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Extra. Kyle Kuzma. I'll talk to Willie about this. You know, pregame at the NBA game.
Yeah, man.
Oh well, in the NFL world too, they show the players walking into the locker room.
Sure.
And what they're wearing.
They do that in NHL games.
Oh, do they?
They do.
Oh, okay.
Well, but they're all wearing a denim,
Suits, real suits.
a denim shirt and denim pants.
Canadian tuxedo.
That's right. Well, last night Kyle Kuzma made a statement with his pregame outfit, and I want your father, Willie, to describe what he's wearing. He's, by the way, Kuzma averaging career highs, 21.8 points and 4 assists a night.
Yeah, Kuz.
Almost eight rebounds. Well, Tom, this is Kyle's outfit from last night. Please.
Is it a long sleeve sweater again? Oh, no, it is not.
It's sort of clown-like.
It's multicolored.
Multicolored.
Kind of mummy-ish.
Rings around the sleeves. I can't see from here. Is he wearing a face mask?
Yes, he's wearing a pullover, a knit hat.
Which is also ringed with various colors.
It all does match, I guess.
He looks like he does look like a mummy. A very colorful.
He looks like a colorful mummy.
It's one of those knee-length sweaters.
Sort of a Haight Ashbury mummy.
And he's not wearing a shirt underneath, so you can see his
tattoos.
Tattoos.
Okay.
There he is. And
So I can't quite see what's over his face.
It's a.
What do you mean? What's over his face?
It's a knit mask.
It's a knit mask, or he has the eye holes in the mouth.
And you know what's not? He won't be bullied for that, and that's a problem.
He looks like like an eccentric art teacher. It looks like what she would wear if she was doing BDSM. If that makes
People are going to accept this and say he should be bullied until he takes it off.
Can you see it better now?
Yeah, it's a look.
It's a look.
It's idiotic.
He doesn't even have a shirt on, does he?
No, he doesn't.
That's the odd combination. Shirtless with the knit face mask and hood.
It's idiotic.
I bet this dumb thing is probably
$12,000.
So tired of people acting like stuff like this is cool. He should get his ass kicked.
It's cool. It's cool because he averages 20 points a game. If
you were to wear this, you'd get your ass kicked.
Oh, certainly.
Yes.
A million. But I'm saying if you're riding the bench, you can't wear this outfit. But if you're a star, do whatever you want to do.
No, it's not acceptable anymore. We got to stop letting weirdos be weirdos.
Is that right?
That's right.
You want everyone to walk in a flannel shirt. Fellas, we got to get serious. It's work time.
Yes, you're going to work.
It's like someone who has terrible hair, but they're so rich none of their friends are going to tell them.
Right.
Like, the owner of the Raiders.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You need to start letting people know they
I wonder
look
who
wrong.
that would be. That terrible hair. And
that's so
They
funny.
never mentioned it. Yeah. And you might be rich. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you even think about that, Josh?
You know what I'm saying? Your buddies have to. Remember, here's a better example.
Yes.
Okay.
When Ringo Starr took out the All-Stars.
All right.
It's a great show. I went to see it. It was like
sure
Nils
it's fun.
Lofgren, and it was
Dinosaurs of Rock.
Joe Walsh.
Yep.
Don't you go knocking Ringo. But so Ringo goes out.
Barely.
I went to see a bunch of those shows. They were all terrific. One of them, he had, what's his name, Burton Cummings. He was great.
Carried to the stage.
The point is, Ringo had a ponytail coming up out of the top of his hair.
Oh, like a samurai soil.
Like Cindy Lou or whatever from...
Here's the thing.
And Ringo is so... No one's going to go, hey, Ringo, look, you haven't quit drinking yet. You don't realize you look like a complete ass.
I haven't made the connection between that is an odd-looking outfit to we need to kick his ass. I don't know why that has to take place, other than, hey, man, that's a dumb-looking outfit or something like that.
I think he's tired of having his picture taken. He just wants to be left alone.
Why do you have to beat the hell out of him?
Tired of having your picture taken, so you wear something that's going to ensure you get your picture taken.
Yeah. Well, but you can't see his face, really. Just his eyes and his mouth.
But if he wore a black suit with a white shirt and a red tie, nobody would say anything.
And the reason, Chick, that physical violence is the answer here, and is often the answer for many situations,
How rational,
is that he won't listen. You can look at him and go, well, he's not a reasonable person. Words won't work.
When you're making $1 million a night, you can do whatever you want.
I'm saying we need to put a stop to that.
What I think is interesting about this, they won 126 to 127. They won by 1 point.
Yeah.
He scored 30 points to help him win.
Yeah.
And we're just talking about his outfit and not that he scored 30
That's
points.
right. It's his fault.
It's tremendous.
Well,
What? Scoring 30 points in a basketball game?
In an NBA game?
You should. That's what you should do. I'm not going to congratulate him.
Yeah, he's 8
for
feet
doing
tall.
his job.
He's 8 feet tall. I mean,
If he's doing that, can you imagine what he's doing in the bedroom?
Oh, it's got to be. Actually,
And that's also that's the biggest injustice, that women will still sleep with him when he wears that nonsense.
Oh,
not just sleep with him. Oh, they're probably, eviscerating each other because it turns them on.
It's Caligula-like.
Yes, cut her head off.
It's peg night? So there you go. I thought you'd find that.
no, they want a baby.
It's certainly
in them. That's
fascinating.
what they want.
They want a baby?
Oh,
they
God, yeah.
that's a
they want that NBA
that's a golden
baby.
ticket,
That
isn't it?
is a golden
I
ticket.
thought you'd find that picture interesting.
It is.
I don't know why we were resorting to violence, but
Not resorting.
It's the only thing they can understand based on the outfit.
Somebody who dresses like that can only understand violence.
Josh just sees eccentric kids walking around. What are you doing with that weird thing on, you weirdo?
Okay. What else have you got, Christy?
Authorities in Rhode Island are saying DNA analysis from some Christmas snacks neither confirm nor refute the presence of Santa in a young girl's home.
I liked this story a lot.
Oh, she's like nosy.
The girl had submitted a partially eaten cookie and a couple of gnawed-on carrot sticks to the Cumberland Police Department and asked for a DNA test to see if Santa Claus is real.
Okay.
The Rhode Island Department of Health said its forensic biology lab found no complete matches to anyone in the combined DNA index system, but said there was a partial match, quote, to a 1947 case centered around 34th Street in New York City.
Fascinating.
Maybe a reference to the movie.
Now, did the carrots
Miracle on 34th
show signs
Street.
of some sort of mammalian?
The good news, Josh, the lab did find the presence of DNA closely matching Rangifer taradanus, known as reindeer, when testing the carrots.
There we go.
I love this. This girl was
CSI
so cute.
Santa.
Yeah.
All right.
CSI, North Pole.
So they didn't have enough DNA to test?
He did.
Huh?
I know.
Are you suggesting?
Black light.
Occasionally Santa leaves a little something extra under the tree.
That ain't milk, sweetie.
Mommy was kissing Santa Claus, and then one thing led to another. We have, coming up, we have interesting news about Chat GPT. If you haven't heard about it, you're gonna. It's going to be the big news story of the year.
Not as big a deal as it is, as Tom is suggesting.
No, I never
Certainly
heard
not.
of it.
You're going to hear about it a lot, is what he keeps saying.
Well, if you have a kid in school, maybe.
If you can read. We have this proposition: sex better while high on marijuana. That's the headline. It's a study coming out of American universities. Also, something interesting may be happening to the inner core of the Earth. And then also, did you hear Splash Mountain? Closed. Done. It's over.
Well, being redone. It's
going to take more than a year to get it redone.
Yeah,
but
that's a fun one.
It's going to be a new ride. But we'll hear about what's happening with part of Splash Mountain coming up. Right now, I want to talk about the season of food. This weekend, a bunch of great games. How would you like to have some great restaurant quality appetizers going, or maybe some main dishes? HelloFresh has your answer. HelloFresh does the shopping. They send you the box inside, fresh ingredients, of course, and the recipe cards. They've already done the measuring, so you just put 2 and 2 together and make delicious food, fast and fresh recipes, including the new falafel bowls and the new Southwest pork and bean burritos, ready in just 15 minutes. And HelloFresh has their best deal ever, which I'm going to tell you about in just a second. Willie's been doing some HelloFresh. What's the latest over there?
Check out the Salsa Verde pork tacos with Monterey Jack and Southwest Crema. HelloFresh sends you 9 ingredients. Put those together in 6 simple steps. And this is all done in one pan. In just under a half hour, you have these delicious tacos you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Thank you very much, Willie. When it's time for the big game, you can host it like a pro. It's just around the corner, of course. I'm talking about various snacks and appetizers and more, all available at the HelloFresh Market. Get all the details by going to HelloFresh.com/BTShow22. Now, why the BT Show 22? Well, it's the newest and the smartest way to do it, because you'll get 22 free meals as part of a very special package. Also, free shipping when you use the code BTShow22. HelloFresh.com/BTShow22. That's BTShow22. HelloFresh.com/BTShow22. Now, when we come back, also we have, as I mentioned, some cool science news, some Dolly Parton news, and the wealthiest pets in the world. This will make you annoyed. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Course.
Yeah, you are. Treat yourself now at bobandtomstore.com. You got your hooded zips, the Bob and Tom hoodies for cold winter evenings, collared work shirts to make it look like you work for the show, and the Bob and Tom Show hat. Very cool. We get lots of photos of our fans wearing the Bob and Tom Show hat in various places. Feel free to email us, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. We love to hear from our listeners. By the way, our clothing size is small, up to 5XL. The hat, adjustable, fits any size head, even those large large, big melon heads out there. So don't worry. Get the Bob and Tom Show hat, and you will be rocking a cool hat on your head. Or give it to the Bob and Tom fan in your life. Can't stop talking about the Bob and Tom Show? Here's a hat. Now, please stop talking about the Bob and Tom Show. Just look in the upper left-hand corner for the new tab to see the latest. Where? BobandTomStore.com. Have some fun and treat yourself.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Third baseman Scott Rowland has been chosen to be a part of the Baseball Hall of Fame. 5 votes to spare above the 75% needed. The 7-time All-Star, 8-time Gold Glove winner appeared on 297 of 389 ballots cast by the Baseball Writers Association of America for 76.3% of the vote. Looking toward the AFC-NFC championship games this weekend in the NFL, the 49ers have announced that defensive lineman Charles Omenihu has been arrested after a domestic violence allegation. San Jose police say Omenihu was booked into the Santa Clara County Maine jail for a misdemeanor domestic violence. Omenihu posted bail and is no longer in custody. NBA winners last night, all in regulation. Indiana, New York, Miami, Denver, Washington, Phoenix, and the Clippers all win. Top 25 college basketball. Number 12, Iowa State beat number 5, Kansas State. Number 10, Texas. Number 11, TCU. Number 20, Miami, and number 24, Clemson all win. And in the NHL in regulation, Boston, Tampa Bay, Buffalo, Nashville, Colorado, Anaheim, and Vancouver get wins. And in overtime, Detroit, Los Angeles, Pittsburgh, and the Devils all get wins. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin, honey. The cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin, honey. Eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Speaking of Kennedy.
That's a good shout-out. That is a good shout-out, yes, thank you.
John Kennedy Jr. made
Why do you think they call a skimpy little suit of Teddy anyway? Thank you. You want to go watch the films of Bobby's funeral at my place? Well, what do you know? It's 4 a.m. and we're drunk. Well, let's make whoopee. Wear my Oxford cloth.
I was on a plane with one of the Kennedys one time.
Really?
Well, lucky to be. Yeah, it was Ted Kennedy. He was on the plane. He was in first class. I was in the back,
sure.
with the degenerates. But what a great name to be born. Kennedy or Rockefeller or something like that. My luck if I was born in money, my last name would be Massengale. My dad, the big douche baron.
The douche baron.
Everywhere you go, you got waiters making fun. You want oil and vinegar? Shut up and bring it. My dad, the big douche baron.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest.
But I prefer mobile food myself. I mean, I prefer food that's had to make it in the world just like I have. I mean, if I'm going to eat food, I prefer food that doesn't come from the ground. You know, because vegetables, you know, they suck the nutrients from the mud. Mm-hmm. Would you eat mud? No. Then why eat the middleman? You know, God made animals slow enough to catch. He obviously intended for us to eat them. Besides that, what's the fun in hunting a vegetable? Any moron can sneak up with a carrot. Some of that stuff's not even food. Celery, that's not food. That's like dental floss trapped inside of carbohydrates. I was reading about celery. You know, there's 4 calories in a stick of celery. 4. Takes your body 6 calories to process. Mm-hmm. A stuck of celery. You could kill yourself eating celery. That's not food. That's slow suicide.
So, Mark, you're a single guy.
Yeah, I tell you, though, it's tough because
I got these neighbors behind me.
Really?
My neighbor Gail, very
Gail?
Gail is a woman who just moved. Her bedroom wall is right behind mine, and she has a new boyfriend. And I found this out. His name is
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
See, I was headed somewhere, and you almost ruined it. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Unfortunately, that is one of my skills.
Here comes Josh. Tromp, 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 tromp. He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
What's your hat say? Is that like a...
It's Spotted Cow. It's my favorite beer.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Love it.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, tomorrow we're going to have the house band and Duke Tomato and the Power Trio and the brass to mouth horns.
All right.
And I'll tell you what you can do. I've got an idea here. If you would like to maybe take one of Duke's classic songs and write some lyrics, maybe for Christy to sing or for me to sing.
Christy sings Show Dies, you know that.
Like maybe take the song Tie You Up, write a verse for us, send it to me. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Or I wouldn't have did what I did if I hadn't have been high. Yeah, have some fun with those lyrics. Send them to me. I'd like to see them. See what you got. And we'll have Christy maybe recite a little poetry in the middle of one of Duke's live songs. A couple things happening here, including Christy Lee, of course, at the news desk. Pat Godwin's over there with his guitar, organ in hand. Put that away and grab your guitar. We'll get a song out of you. Christy, what have you got?
Speaking of getting high, a new survey finds marijuana users report having better sex when high. Researchers at East Carolina University and North Carolina State University surveyed 811 participants. This is great, ranging in age from 18 to 85 about their sex.
Yeah, roll me another
habits.
joint, Clarence. Don't bogart it, you old bastard.
Over 70% of regular cannabis users said they experienced increased desire and orgasm intensity while high. The results published in the Journal of Cannabis Research.
Christy, do you think that translates to self-pleasure as well?
It does.
It does. Okay.
I took that out of the article. It got too long, but that happens.
Have you found that, Willie?
I think that it can kind of just slow things down, and I think that can be good, especially for the woman who might take a little longer. I think it's good to kind of slow things down. I think there's a little more foreplay or a little less that demon that lives inside you that comes out.
How about when you're alone? Have you found that it's more pleasurable?
I don't even know. I don't really know the difference, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think with a person, it's a little different because you're thinking a little more and you're trying to be more conscious of what they're feeling and what they would like done.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're the man.
Oh, yes, I'm the one that likes. I just think that pot makes you.
Does it make you, I've got to be delicate here, does it make you hungrier?
Are you more inclined to do certain?
That sounds worse than hornier.
Yeah.
No, I meant
the munchies.
There's a certain what's the word I'm looking for? Specificity to the particular activity.
You're really not eating.
Yeah, exactly, Pat. Oh, I've been doing it wrong for years. No wonder I don't go on second dates.
I'm sorry, Dr. Phil is trying to make a point over there.
Hey, the first legal dispensary for recreation.
Wait a second. I want to explore this topic here. So, stoners are saying they're having better sex while high.
That's what they're saying.
No good can come.
Now, is it, for example, because you're so stoned you forget to wear a condom? Feels better.
I don't. I don't know. There's only one person in this room that can answer these questions, and I
Ace. Oh, you were talking about. Ace, have you ever worn a condom?
Yes.
Alone? Just to avoid the cleanup?
With a bowl of ice cream? I don't know.
Avoid the cleanup.
Now, getting back to your point, Josh, for the solo experience, would you be called technically a weed whacker? If you were.
I like it.
Okay. I'm just wondering if you spend more time in certain areas if you're high.
Well, Willie, I think he said, hey, you tend to spend more time in general.
Just kind of foreplay stuff.
Really
kissing.
savor it.
You're not so fast to rush into it.
Yeah.
I think booze makes you a little more fast to run into the big event.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, booze cannot help this. We've all had our drunken encounters.
But I mean, so the argument here is that weed makes everything better. I mean, have you ever tried listening to Fish sober? Come on.
Well, plus they've got good stuff around the house, like you can use a roach clip for nipple clamps.
Whoa!
Now you're thinking.
Oh, that's intense.
Yeah. Plus, sex gives you something to do while you're waiting for that DoorDash order to finally get here.
That is, when you time that out right, man, that is the greatest. When you're done.
I've never done it. Never been able to time it out.
Dude, you got to do it, and you got to DoorDash yourself a red Gatorade. Oh, that thing hits perfect.
An ex-girlfriend, we used to call getting intimate burning the pizza because we put a pizza in and then we started and we ended up burning the pizza.
So a lot of tears.
Hey, I thought you were going to do those jokes.
No, we broke up. I mean,
I forget that I'm setting myself up when I'm talking to my best friend.
Yes.
I thought this was a safe place.
Yeah.
Do you ever order
bearing your soul, if you will?
You ever order DoorDash from two places and have a race between them?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty
Really?
Yeah.
What?
cool. Oh, yeah, sure.
They get there at the same time. You have to lie to the Uber Eats driver, say the DoorDash driver's your buddy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
And hope they don't hear you. Yeah.
You never done that?
No.
Oh, you have to. You simply must.
Chick, my favorite, coming home from the bars, same idea. You DoorDash when you're coming home. You get an Uber home from the bar.
Exactly.
And then you got the wings just waiting for you,
Boom.
ready to go.
Right there on the porch.
Man.
That's excellent ideas. Once again, thanks very much to the East Carolina University for this important study. I kind of would like to have seen the ad for this one to get participants.
I'd like to see what the 85-year-old had to say.
Well, think about it. If you're 85, the whole pot revolution kicked in the mid-'60s.
Well, sure it did, but...
So that's a long time ago.
But we all know pot in the mid-'60s is not the pot of today.
Right.
Or vice versa, really.
You know, now the guy goes, hey, this is great. I get high and it helps my arthritis.
Yeah.
And if I had teeth, I'd be able to enjoy this food. Well, speaking of marijuana, Christy, you mentioned this thing. This is an interesting story out of New York.
The first legal dispensary for recreational marijuana has opened in New York City.
Oh.
New York joined nearly 24 other states in the United States to legalize recreational marijuana in March of 2021. After nearly 2 years, the first state-sanctioned dispensary finally rang up its first sale less than a month ago. But unlike many other states, New York has reversed its first round of retail licenses for nonprofits its first round of retail licenses for nonprofits, as well as applicants with marijuana convictions and their relatives.
In other words,
an acknowledgement of the inequities produced by the country's war on drugs.
Oh, Christ.
Instead of just getting an efficient system, they've gone to this whacked out.
Yeah, the first guy that opened I was reading about this man. He had served time in jail for a
What's
marijuana offense.
the non-for-profit weed stuff?
I don't know.
Like, are there charities that give weed to people?
Yeah, dope for hope.
That was excellent.
You never heard of that?
It's the same kind of weed. They just sell it to you in a tin can. You open it up.
It's wish for a bong. And
Drug for
that's what it sounds like, right?
Yeah.
That there is some sort
My dad used to say, no dope, no hope.
Oh.
That's what he said.
Now, your father didn't drink, but he was an avid drug user.
He liked the pot, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Had a little cottage industry.
What did he call it?
Dope, I think. Just dope.
Just dope? Yeah.
Dope.
And he was he would help others procure it, but he did not drive.
Exactly.
So they'd have to come to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we also called Hershey's chocolate syrup. It was in a can then. You had to open it with a church key. We called that chocolate dope.
Okay.
I don't know why. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Be sure to get some dope when you go to the store.
So it's taken New York almost 2 years to open up the first dispensary.
Yeah.
It's the kind of efficiency and it seems...
That's interesting. So, but now you can go. You can just go and buy.
Apparently.
In this one store. Or you can, I don't know, go to Washington Square Park.
Yeah.
Waiting for your man. Probably a lot quicker. I wonder if I'd like to see some of the advertising. Like a Statue of Liberty with a blunt.
Yeah.
Something.
Or the I Heart NY, but it's a pot leaf.
Like a pot leaf.
Yeah. They've got to do that. What are they doing?
Right.
So we'll see what happens. But how many states did you say now have it legal?
What did I say?
It's over half, right? I think
2 dozen.
Oh, so it's hovering around half.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Okay. And this
60 states, right? So,
yes. Yeah.
And to get back to our discussion of earlier, I wonder if you've got Audrey Hepburn eating a donut in front of this dispensary. Breakfast at whatever it's called, Munchieville.
I said, what about token the Tiffany's?
Do you have a tune for us, Pat?
Yeah, you
No,
want
that
to
was
hear
me.
it? Josh was singing. I have a song about marijuana.
You do?
Is that right?
Bang my guitar, yeah. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
No, we just want to know if you had one.
It goes something like this.
Okay, we
It
can
goes
listen.
exactly like this. Everywhere I go, it smells like weed. In the grocery store, it's guaranteed. Even standing in line at the BMV, everywhere I go, smells like weed. Take my son to school. It's marijuana I smell. I smell pot in my hotel. Ganja's in the air on every street. At the gym in my church, smells like weed. My hair and my clothes smells like weed. Maybe I shouldn't smoke so much weed.
Pat, do you like the smell?
Yeah, I like the smell.
I do too.
I don't like pot, though, at all.
Gotcha, yeah.
I told you I took the girls for a little birthday party for Finn over the weekend. She turned 10. And we went to this place where you make your own candles.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's still just as funny and awful as
They had
the first time I heard it.
They loved it.
Oh, that's what they said.
They had a great
They didn't
time.
want to hurt your feelings.
I bet it was. Is it kind of messy? You get to play with
little
goop
bit.
that turns into
I
candy?
bet you one of them, if not both of them, said, "Well, here we go again."
No, they give you these the scents. You look at, they have this rack of candles. They got hundreds of them. In fact, I took a picture of one because they have a cannabis flavored candle. See that, Christy?
Yeah.
Cannabis scented. Excuse me, cannabis scented.
If you had any sense, you wouldn't be making a candle for your birthday.
No, they had fun though. But then you put the scents in the paraffin, and then it's ready like an hour later.
What's
fun.
We got
What do you
wax
do
there?
for the hour while you're waiting for the stuff
Oh, we
to harden?
left and went and had some cake. And
Oh, okay.
Wow.
actually picked them up the next day. The point is, it was fun, but I was surprised they had a cannabis-smelling candle. But it was explained to me, if you live in a place where marijuana is legal and you're a marijuana smoker, you burn this thing, then if the cop's knocking your door, he goes, "Officer, it was this candle we had over here. Clearly, it has a pot leaf on it, and the fact that your eyes are bloodshot and you're."
Not probable cause?
Pizza trailing your foot.
I remember when I was a teenager, I used to have a cannabis candle I would light to get the smell of incense out of my room. My parents hated me using incense.
Yeah, I can see why.
Incense.
Now, do you allow your children to burn candles in their room?
God, no.
Well, then why would you let them make candles?
Yeah,
What
how are they going to
what are they
enjoy
gonna
their
do with
candle?
them?
Oh, I see.
Supervised, I'm sure. You can
So
light them.
you got them candles, but they can never ever light them.
Yeah, they can light them we'll light them in the kitchen area. There's a nice marble top.
Or in the garage where it's a concrete floor.
Number one cause of house fires, right?
Yep, that's what you say.
That's what you told us.
Yeah, that's right. You got to be careful with candles.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I guess I'm just a little shocked that you, being Mr. Safety, would have done something.
Well, they're not going to take them to their room.
How can
they enjoy them then?
You have to realize.
No, they're going to. You've come to the kitchen, and
I think we have an expert witness on this. It's not that easy to. It's not that difficult to sneak stuff past you. Okay, you're unaware. You're completely unaware.
8 p.m.
I think you guys would be either surprised and maybe disappointed at how many candles I have in my house.
How many?
How many?
I have probably 20.
What kind of scents?
Really?
I've got pumpkin and some other scents, maybe a lavender.
What do you have in the bedroom?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin in the
Do you have a different scent in every room? Do you have one scent for the day? How does that work?
No, I tend to light one candle at a time. So I have a lot of unlit candles in my house. I just like the way they look on a shelf.
What do you put in the bathroom? What scent?
Oh, what is in there? It's something white.
Tuna. I think.
That's delightful. It's sort of a baby powderish smell.
Oh, there you go.
It's very pleasant.
I was stunned at some of the scents that they had available.
Did you make a candle?
No, I was supervising.
Could you sprinkle like cedar chips into the paraffin, and then when it hardens, they're in there?
I don't know. I would have to ask.
I've had a candle do that once.
We didn't do that.
You didn't pay
Burst
any
in flame.
attention.
Okay. Well, that
You
fortunately.
were on the phone.
No, I was not on the phone. Fortunately, there was a really good coffee shop right next door.
So you had nothing to do.
So you go, here, girls, happy birthday. I'm going to go get some coffee.
So do you hold the wick and then they cut it off? How's that done?
They handle all the technical stuff.
You weren't there at all, were you?
There was a very nice lady supervising.
Very nice.
When you weren't supervising.
And there were a bunch of adult parties going on, too.
Well, yeah, because that's an adult thing.
It's not normally like you take your kids to a museum or Chuck E. Cheese or the candle making
Or
store.
the trampoline place where they can jump around and have fun.
Yeah.
We go there all the time.
You go make candles. You have a nice lunch of corn pone and hardtack.
That's right. And then you go to the quilt making store.
Oh, yeah.
Quilt.
Tomorrow, next year, we're going to churn butter.
That's exactly
That sounds great.
Coming up, we have a very interesting experiment. We are going to be hearing a story about Chat GPT.
Oh, God.
Which you're going to be hearing a lot about this year.
Don't think so.
Like it or not. Well, if you read, I'm surprised you haven't heard about it. And crack open an occasional newspaper. We are going to show
Willie,
you.
what's a newspaper?
What do you mean?
There you go.
We'll show you how it works or doesn't work.
Okay.
Involving Mr. Pat Godwin. He doesn't even know about this.
Oh.
I'm very excited about it. Right now, I want you to help. I want to help everybody out there. Because Valentine's Day just around the corner.
Yeah, February 14th.
Yeah, so sooner than later, we got to act on this right now. You got to meet Perry, P-E-R-I. That is, of course, short for periwinkle. Periwinkle is the new color of the beautiful gold-dipped American Beauty rose from Steven Singer Jewelers. Details, of course, are found at IHateStevenSinger.com. The new color, kind of a, I was not aware what periwinkle was. It's kind of a bluish, purpley, violet, indigo, whatever you want to call it. And it's a beautiful color on a rose that is a real rose, an American Beauty rose dipped in 24-karat gold. Steven's roses are, well, they come in multiple colors, of course, and they tend to sell out this time of year. So act now to get the periwinkle rose by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Exclusively and only available at Steven Singer Jewelers, the #1 gift for Valentine's Day. And by the way, they come, of course, with the free lifetime guarantee, starting at just $59, and, of course, fast and free shipping. Find out all the details and all the great jewelry, IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, we have the Mad Shatter, another burglar that doesn't just take, he leaves.
A turd burglar?
Yeah, of course. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Here we go. Last one.
All right.
You guys!
I'm sailing away, set an open course for the Virgin Sea, 'cause I've got to be free, free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try, oh Lord, I'll try. Everybody, here we go, Jimmy, to carry on. Come on, kids, sing with me, Bob and Tom. A gathering of angels appeared above my head. They sang to me this song of hope, and this is what they said. They said, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come on, folks. Too high. Come sail away, come sail away. sail away, come sail away, come sail away. La Bamba. Hoy!
Yeah.
Dennis DeYoung.
We're making that up as we go. Interesting ending.
To the 95th Academy Awards with 11. A year after streaming service won Hollywood's top honors for the first time, big screen spectacles dominated Tuesday's nominations to the 95th Academy Awards, with Avatar and Top Gun sequels getting Best Picture nods. Collectively, the Best Picture nominations have earned more than $1.5 billion domestically so far, which is a record. The Oscars are handed out March 12th in Los Angeles. Babyface truly excited and honored to be asked to perform America the Beautiful before the Super Bowl. Chris Stapleton will sing your national anthem, while Oscar-winning actor Troy Kotsur from Coda will perform the anthem in sign language. Actor-singer Sheryl Lee Ralph from Abbott Elementary will sing Lift Every Voice and Sing. Rihanna, of course, is your halftime performer. The Super Bowl, February 12th in Glendale, Arizona. Musicians are lining up to be a part of Willie Nelson's 90th birthday party in Los Angeles this spring. Nelson will host 2 concerts at the Hollywood Bowl, April 29th and 30th. Lineup includes Beck, Bob Weir, Neil Young, Snoop Dogg, Norah Jones, Tom Jones, Sheryl Crow, Miranda Lambert, Lyle Lovett, Chris Stapleton. The list goes on and on and on. Nelson is also releasing an album called I Don't Know a Thing About Love in March. And Adam Devine of Pitch Perfect will lead one of the Mardi Gras Carnival crews in New Orleans. Devine will reign as King Bacchus for the crew of Bacchus, which will roll through New Orleans February 19th. The theme of the parade this year, Throw Me Something, Mister. How about some beads? And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Good snow game. This game is so white, fill in the blank.
This shouldn't be incendiary.
Why would it be? This game is so white, the halftime show is a TED Talk. You see, that's harmless, good fun, right?
For now.
There were several versions of this one. That game was so white, Tom Griswold thought it was a family reunion. There you go. Tony Montana just snorted the goal line. It was white.
Oh, that is white.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
I left work early, drove right home. Didn't know you'd be here. Well, now that you are, there's only one thing I'd like you to do, my dear. Honey, pull up my skirt, undo my blouse, peel off my pantyhose. Baby, take off my bra and my spiked heels. Honey, take off all of my clothes. Take them all off, baby. Honey, pull down the shades, turn down the lights, lock up all of the doors. If I catch you wearing my clothes again, honey, I will file for divorce. Bob, that skirt doesn't even go with that blouse. Now put on this apron and go do the dishes.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the
Bitter.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, news.
Hey.
Pat Godwin, music.
Hello. Yes.
Josh Arnold. Just sitting there. Actually.
And where am I sitting?
At the Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Thank you. Now I can go back to just sitting.
There's Ace Coffee.
Where am I sitting?
Behind the controls. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hi, Tom.
Learn you something a little bit later on this morning, I'll tell you what.
Really?
You're going to teach us? Okay.
Yeah, it's just an interesting thing going on out there.
Oh, Captain,
you might
our
not be
Captain.
aware of, but we'll find out about it. But right now, we turn to Christy Lee. I understand we have crime news.
We do have crime news, but I have to find it. That's not
Is
something.
it murder?
God, no, it's not murder. What do you think it is?
Book 'em, Christy. Murder. Somebody stole somebody's butt.
You're
Somebody steal
closer.
somebody's butt?
Is it a butt thief?
A thief defecated into a sink at the business he was robbing.
There you go.
Now he's been caught after he connected his personal account to a stolen iPad. The Tukwila Police Department in Washington stated that the Tukwila Community Center was broken into. Thieves stole a laptop, an iPad, and charging cable.
I've driven past that exit.
Have you?
Yeah, it's that town, and then there's a town Mockingbird near. It's the Tukwila Mockingbird exit. Yeah.
Boo.
Oh,
Well worth it.
Yeah, I was going to boo, but I was so
I know.
stunned.
Well worth the leap. Thank you.
Really? Okay.
No, I said boo Radley is what I said.
oh, thank you. The tag.
Bet.
Tukwila. Tukwila.
The department wrote on social media, for reasons unknown, the suspect decided to leave behind a stool sample in a sink rather than dispose of the evidence in the toilet. In addition to the DNA sample left at the scene, the suspect left some great digital forensic evidence for us when they merged the stolen laptop's Apple account with their own personal account.
Idiot.
Police are calling the thief the Phantom Pooper.
All right.
And they invited the alleged thief to save everyone some time and surrender himself. Of course, after washing his hands with soap. Why do they assume it's a man?
Yes. Women can crap in public.
Sure.
Boy, odds are.
Odds are it's not.
If I'm a betting man, I'm guessing it's a dude.
Remember when you were a little boy and you learned that women crap sitting down?
How do little boys do it?
Well, for a while there I stood. I thought it was the same as peeing.
Oh, thank God the phone rang. This
You're
can't be
much
good.
weirder than I thought. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie, how are you?
I heard you guys bragging about this Dick bastard that burgled a house and left more than he took after burgling.
Yeah.
It sounds like he needs to burgle a plunger now.
Yeah.
Remember in Home Alone, the movie, when they'd leave the faucets running after burgling, just so they could be known as the wet bandits?
Oh, yes.
Then in Home Alone 2, they used pine tar because they wanted to be known as the sticky bandits. Who's his dick want to be called the scat burglar? Swear to God. I don't care what his Twitter handle is. Sounds like he needs to be on the diaper, you know? Maybe he can't hold as much from all the excitement he gets from the build-up to burgling. Or maybe he goes before he burgles so the canines can't track what's been burgled after he leaves the house.
What?
Who knows, man? You think it's fun to work in forensics till you're fetching corn with salad tongs in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
I'll say it like this. If you ain't got an alarm system in the house yet, before you go to bed, you'd better leave out a roll of 2-ply and a squatty potty. Because this ain't Santa come down the chimney. It's a return of Turd Ferguson. I swear to God. He'll clog your pipes before he wipes. I swear to God he will. I'm gonna go.
Very helpful, yeah. That's this is the second story in a row like this.
Yeah.
That's something.
I wonder if it's part of the thrill, part of the turn on of violating the space.
Yeah, could be.
I mean, I think it's relatively common
for thieves.
Yeah.
You said this happened to you, right?
It did happen to me. Yeah. My apartment in New York got robbed. Yeah, and there was a special greeting, and the cop said, "Yeah, that'll do. They'll do that sometimes."
Where'd they leave it?
Right in the middle of the living room. Charming, really.
Yeah.
Did you use the plate method?
No, I did not use the plate. I had not developed that yet, but it's certainly a fair question. But I did not find the old stink in the sink, if you will. It was.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's very depressing. But we have to move on, Christy. What else have you got?
A new study suggests the Earth's inner core may have started spinning in the other direction.
Terrific.
Approximately 3,100 miles below the Earth's surface, our planet's inner core can spin independently because it floats in the liquid metal outer core. Researchers in China analyzed seismic waves from repeating earthquakes over the last 6 decades.
China, Josh.
And said they discovered that the inner core's rotation, quote, came to a near halt around 2009, then turned in an opposite direction.
What the hell would cause this?
They believe the inner core rotates relative to the Earth's surface, back and forth like a swing. One cycle of the swing is about 7 decades, meaning it changes direction roughly every 35 years.
What is happening in there?
I don't know, but it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's just nuts. That's crazy. How would they know that? They can't go down, they can't go down there and check. I mean,
no.
So is it like the rinse cycle for the planet? To have it stop and spin the other way?
Wasn't there a movie, Journey to the Center of the Earth?
Oh,
or something?
sure.
Yeah. Wonder if they found that.
Yeah. Well, they found a lot of stuff kind of unlikely, like, sunlight.
Yeah, clouds.
An ocean.
Yeah.
It's a whole different world.
Yeah, it'd be mighty dark down there, I'm guessing.
Different animals.
A little hot, too.
So it's now spinning. It's now spinning Australian style. I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is, of course, apocryphal. Now, what else have you got, Christy?
Well, let's get to this story. The artificial intelligence-driven chatbot known as ChatGPT actually passed an MBA exam given by a professor at the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School.
The implications of this are not good.
The chatbot scored between a B- and a B on the exam.
Yeah, not just anybody can get one of these.
Authorities noted some of the bot's failings, however, saying ChatGPT-3 at times makes surprising mistakes in relatively simple calculations at the level of a 6th grade math student.
I bet a 6th grade math student is smarter at math than I am. I have no doubt.
But this is interesting. I mean, they say that this, what do you call it, Chat GPT can write essays and exams and papers, and they're concerned that students won't even do their own homework. They'll just ask this robot to write them, and it's becoming more and more prevalent. So here's what we did.
What?
Pat's not aware of this, but we took Pat's yoga pants song and fed it into the Chat GPT system.
Is that right? Okay.
To see how it would interpret the song. Would you mind playing at the beginning of your yoga pants song? This is a really
want a
fun,
verse or
fun,
two?
fun. Yeah, do a couple of verses.
Here you go.
And I'll show you what the thing is.
What?
I love a lady in a cocktail dress, but it's not my favorite, I confess. You know what makes my pecker dance? A pretty woman in yoga pants. A little more? Yoga pants are tight and bold, and they mold every fold. When you bend over in a leg extension, my downward dog comes to attention. There you go.
Okay, now here's what the computer thought when the song.
You really did this?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. What, don't you think you should give Pat the lyrics and let him sing the new lyrics instead of you?
I don't think you can say it. It turns it into an essay.
Oh, okay.
And it says, I did yoga for a couple times, and I kept falling over, so I didn't do it. I did it and got the farts when bending over. Gonna say, yeah, we have audio of you doing yoga.
All right, I'm no longer worried about this technology.
Good job of saying, buddy.
Yeah,
Makes no sense.
Then it says, I don't know how you would ever get to love a lady in a cocktail dress, but it's not my favorite, I confess. You know what makes me think of romance? My downward dog comes to attention.
Oh, it kind of jumps around a bit.
I'm behind a gallon yoga class. I'm not sure why it has the reference to a quantity of
still
fluid.
Because she says a gal in yoga class.
Oh. Can't take my eyes off for a shapely ass. Oh, I should move to namaste. Those yoga pants should make my... Damn, look at the girls with the long blonde hair. I had a beautiful foreign.
And you're worried about this, Chat GPT?
Well, this is the early stages of this stuff. Some of the stuff that it can do is really scary. The fact that it can pass an MBA exam is pretty scary. Pretty soon.
You want us as alarmed as you are about this.
Yes.
Well, a lot of teachers are concerned about it because you can say to this thing, okay, write me an essay about, I don't know, whatever.
So the teachers need to do their job.
Ernest Hemingway.
If they turn that in, something that's like
clearly this is. But I just thought it was kind of interesting, and because pretty soon we're going to have. Well, we already had Robo Lawyer. Remember that? story a couple weeks ago about a robot representing someone in court. That's pretty disturbing. So we'll see. And then now there's a anti-chat GPT program out there that can look at something and determine that it's been written by a robot.
Wait a minute. Read the start of that again.
It says, I did yoga for a couple times and I kept falling over, so I didn't do it.
That's what I said yesterday when we were talking about yoga.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said. And then I said I sharted in my underwear.
Yeah, exactly. How did it get that if
I
you just
don't
fed the
know.
song in?
No, because we fed the audio from yesterday's show.
Oh, I see.
Well, that's
So then
okay.
it says, so I didn't do it till I got the farts while bending over. So I didn't realize that's your part.
So it kind of just
Repeated.
Yeah.
Repeated.
Put it in his own words.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
The farting robot.
Well, that's something.
Interesting. We'll continue to follow this story because it's going to be playing out for quite some time. Coming up, by the way, coming up, Allie Breen with Sexy Time.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask Allie about the marijuana component of sexuality coming up. Also, we have in the news a story that I'm very excited about.
What?
Hard to find pasta shapes are hitting the shelves.
Are they?
Yes. So we got, including a pasta update from that brand new pasta.
Honey, they have vulva back in stock.
Bachelorette party? We're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
I was thinking since it's summertime,
Yes.
and everyone's watching baseball, playing baseball. You have do you know your softball tribute?
Yeah, I can try to get through it better than I did the other one. Church league softball. Let's pull the key up.
Great idea.
There we go. Church league softball fist fight. Getting washed in the blood on a Tuesday night. What would Jesus do? Lord, he wouldn't do that. Knock hell out of a preacher with the softball bat. Well, the swinging shepherds from the sheep of the Savior were tied with the Sourwood Church of Christ, an example of some highly unholy behavior in a game that had already been protested twice. Something unbiblical must have been said for them to be aiming heat at a minister's head. Clocking the clergy ain't the thing to do, but neither's the high hard one on a 0-2. Church league softball fist fight, a bloody laying on of hands neath the left field lights, knocking out 4 teeth, getting a busted lip, ain't exactly my idea of Christian fellowship. Church league softball fist fight, rolling around the pitcher's mound, it just don't look right for nice people from the church and the Sunday school class to trade the cup of brotherhood for a can of whoop ass.
Thank you, Tim Wilson.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, got a question for you. You got the Bob and Tom Show app on your phone? Are you listening to my voice through the app? For that, I thank you. Do you know someone who might like the Bob and Tom Show app? Perhaps a friend, a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, a niece, a nephew. Well, it's available and free in the iTunes and Google Play Store, depending on their mobile device. Once they download the Bob and Tom Show app, again, for free, they can listen to their local radio station, tune in to us here on Bob and Tom 24/7, even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. Imagine that. Christy Lee, the first voice you hear in the morning. It can happen through the Bob and Tom Show app. It's like magic, and you will love it. And did I mention that it's free? And I thank you. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, Allie Breen, and from the Bits and Pieces podcast, Jessica Alsman. On the way right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. A hand-drawn map with a red letter X purportedly showing the location of a buried stash of precious jewelry looted by Nazis from a blown-up bank vault has sparked a modern-day treasure hunt. It's all happening in a tiny Dutch village. Prospectors have descended on Omerian, wielding metal detectors, shovels, and copies of the map on cell phones. They're trying to dig up a potential World War II trove based on the drawing that was first published January 3rd. So far, nobody's reported finding anything. The village has a population of 715 people and is about 50 miles southeast of Amsterdam. The case of the stolen scooter has been solved. Cleveland police recovered Guardians manager Terry Francona's beloved two-wheeled ride on Tuesday night after it was swiped from outside his downtown apartment over the weekend. Team spokesman said police located the scooter and arrangements were being made for Francona to pick it up on Wednesday. The manager's been riding a scooter from his residence to Progressive Field for years. The 63-year-old Francona noticed his scooter missing before attending a team meeting event on Saturday. And that's a look at things you may have missed, much like Terry Francona missed his scooter. You're listening to The Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theatre. This week's Spit Take Theatre presentation at the water cooler.
Man, I can't wait until the new episodes of Survivor are shown. I've really become addicted to those reality shows.
Oh, I am too. I live for Rupert. I love that guy. I've wanted to be a Survivor contestant ever since the first one. The locations they stay at are so beautiful.
Oh, yeah, they sure are. Hey, would you ever do Big Brother?
Well, actually, I've already done my Big Brother.
Huh?
I haven't done my father or my grandpa yet.
You've slept with your big brother, Dave?
Well, yeah.
Wow, small world. I slept with your big brother, Dave.
What?
Yeah, he's cute.
This has been Spit Take Theatre. Wow. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theatre.
All right. Well, that took a nasty turn, didn't it?
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick.
Jessica Alsman joins us.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Coming up, it'll be sexy time with Allie Breen. And we'll be finding out what the latest is in the world.
Talk to me, Tom.
World of sex. And we were talking about it earlier a little bit. A study out of the Carolinas suggesting that marijuana users, at least they think that they're having better sex. I can't even read you the headline. Did you see the actual headline that came with, Christy?
Did I? No.
Well, it's because I edited it out. It was. I didn't want your.
Good question.
I didn't want your tender eyes to see it.
Oh, thank you. What's it say?
It was.
What word did you think it was objectionable? I'd be interested to hear this.
Can't really say.
Orgasm?
Was it like stoner boners or something?
No. It wasn't. It was a 3-letter word.
Oh, that's not also that
Sex?
can also be a 4-letter word.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
Followed by a word in applying intensity.
Sure.
I don't like quizzes.
Well, perhaps the author graduated magna cum laude?
Could be.
Okay.
Or
all right.
loudly, apparently. We return to the...
Speaking of marijuana.
Yes,
hard in there?
harder.
Harder.
Okay. We have Christy Lee at the news.
Speaking of marijuana, Willie Nelson will celebrate his 90th birthday at an all-star concert at the Hollywood Bowl in April. 2
the gray-haired
days.
stranger.
29th and 30th, and boy, does he have a lineup. Chris Stapleton, who we talked about earlier, Neil Young, Miranda Lambert, Snoop Dogg, and about a whole list of other people that I don't have time to mention.
And by the way, Chris Stapleton will be doing the national anthem at the Super Bowl, which I think is super
That's
cool.
right. Tickets for Willie's Bash go on sale this week.
If only they'd let him do a song of his instead of doing that awful song.
So your suggestion then is, in lieu of the national anthem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. No.
There's Midnight Train to whatever, wherever he takes
Clarksville?
his train.
Oh, it's a good song.
He takes a train somewhere. I like that one. Yeah.
Dolly Parton's upcoming rock album will feature... Oh, did I mention Willie's got a new album coming out, too, in March called I Don't Know a Thing About Love.
All right.
Dolly Parton's upcoming rock album will feature Stevie Nicks, Paul McCartney, and other music legends. During an appearance on The View... Oh, I'm sorry, Dolly. Parton said she also recruited John Fogerty, Steve Perry, Pink, Brandy Carlisle, and Steven Tyler.
Awesome.
Cher will make an appearance on the album as well, but Parton has not
If I
determined
could turn back time.
which song at this point, referring to her rock...
Half-breed.
It's all I ever heard.
Probably not that one.
Probably not. Referring to her rock
That
and
is
roll...
a terrible song.
I don't know it.
It is so
Half-breed?
awful.
I don't know that I've heard it.
That was huge.
They put
It was
the money down.
It was a big hit.
Okay, I'll
Very unfortunate.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. Referring to her Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, Miss Dolly Parton said, quote, I just didn't feel like I'd earned it, but they explained to me why I was in it, so I said, well, if you insist of giving it to me, I'll take it. But if I'm going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I'm going to have to do something to earn it, thus the album.
That's right, Dolly. Show them.
No. There's a...
It will feature...
must we go down that road?
It'll feature covers of Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven and
Is that
Rolling
right?
Stones' I Can't Get No Satisfaction.
I can't imagine the caterwauling going on.
She said, I'm doing my best to try to get Mick Jagger on this, but I did his song anyway, even if he doesn't show up. No release date yet for the project.
Stairway is an interesting choice.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm not so sure.
Huh. All right, well, we'll have to find out.
There's a cute picture
Maybe
of
she should
Stevie
go
Nicks.
go Danzig, Ozzy, go a little heavier. What do you think, Ace? A little Quiet Riot.
If that Boone did it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that is a fun verse.
Come on and feel the noise. No, thanks. There's a famous interview way back in the early days of the Grateful Dead, way back. And Jerry Garcia's talking about his favorite artist, and he mentions Dolly Parton. This is, we're talking 71 or 2, I think.
Yeah, heck of a songwriter.
And he, of course, would emerge as a very fine bluegrass player.
Sure.
So he was a big, of all things, you wouldn't expect in the heyday of all the LSD and everything else that he'd be praising Dolly Parton. But Jerry was a big fan. So yeah, it'll be weird, I think. And I'm a huge Dolly Parton fan. Maybe she should, like in the cover, wear like a black wig and black nails, go full goth.
She'd look Elvira-ish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she would.
She won't. It'll be Dolly.
But it's Dolly.
Well, yeah.
She did such a good job. Like her and Miley, I know Miley Cyrus or whatever is more pop, but like I loved hearing them harmonize during the New Year's Eve special. So Dolly can do do no wrong.
I agree.
In my opinion.
She and Stevie Nicks might make an interesting combo.
Yeah.
That could be. That wouldn't make sense. I just don't understand. She really isn't in the Rock and Roll. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame needs to have a new name because it's not just
Popular Music Hall of Fame.
Just the Music Hall of Fame?
Yeah, there are a lot of artists in there really would be considered rock and roll, but hey, it's like giving Dylan the Nobel Prize in Literature.
Yeah, it may only be rock and roll, but I like it. People are selling off Disney Splash Mountain Water. I don't know if you've heard about this.
I've heard it tastes terrible.
Following Disney Splash Mountain's permanent closure, folks are now selling water from the ride on eBay. WOFL TV.
Awful TV.
Reports listings began popping up even before the ride closed January 22nd. By the way, don't be worried. The ride will reopen as Tiana's Bayou Adventure late next year.
Cool.
Bags, vials, bottles, and jars of water range in price from 99 cents to hundreds of dollars.
Don't buy this.
One listing titled Genuine Disney Splash Mountain Water circa 2021 was listed for $1,000.
Come on.
Though it has generated 0 bids so far. 2021.
You'd label it COVID-20.
Yeah, it's 2 years old.
Cool.
Isn't there a thing you were telling me? I'm pretty sure you were the one telling me this. Cam girl bathwater.
This
apparently is a thing.
This was not me telling you that.
Okay.
I can see why you would think so, but no,
But I think it is a thing.
Bathwater, yeah.
That sounds like
I mean, it doesn't surprise
You
me.
can sell bath water?
Sure.
Yeah, in other words, you're. This is what is it called? This is like an OnlyThings thing.
OnlyFans.
Excuse me, OnlyFans. The Only Things would be much different, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? In other words,
Sure.
some woman would be bathing, and then for a fee, she would send you the bath water.
Yeah, very good.
Do you have to see her bathing in the water?
I'm sure that'd be part of it.
Probably, right? You'd see the jar and she'd be like, here's your jar.
Yeah,
Because wasn't there a woman that was farting in jars?
Yeah, the girl from 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
She made hundreds of thousands.
There you go.
Right.
There you go. 90 Day Fiance. It's one of Ace's top 10.
Hundreds of
Great show.
thousands.
We're leaving money on the table, Jessica.
I know.
Josh reminds me of that every day.
Oh, boy. You know what? I'm thinking I'm leaving money on the table.
Yeah, why don't you
There's got to
sell
be an
it?
audience out there for my socks, my bath water.
Yeah,
Sure.
of course.
You want to check out my Josh Arnold socks?
I've seen you sell your boxers.
Yeah. Game worn.
Yep.
I think, why don't we try selling some of your bath water?
All right.
It's perfectly legal, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
Sure.
And you would bathe in it, right?
Or yeah.
Do
I'll
you
take
take
a bath
baths?
in it. Not normally, no.
I'll have PJ design a nice label for it.
Okay.
So I'm envisioning something like you in a bathtub with one of those big stick brushes on your back.
Oh, I just got a new bath pillow, though, that's really
You know
strong.
what I'm saying? Like that old-fashioned
Yes.
tubby time thing.
You know what?
With a big
Maybe it
grin.
is. Instead of talking about it, I retire. Maybe. Maybe it is.
I like this idea, and we should donate all the proceeds to the WWF. They do great work. It's the Willie's Weed Fund. It helps me out.
I thought it was the World Wildlife Federation. Anyway, yeah, cam girl. Who was telling me about this?
I don't know.
I'm
You
not
have
sure.
weird friends.
Well, that's for sure. But yeah, this is interesting. Splash Mountain Water. It's, I guess, what is it going to be like? The 2% urine from maintenance workers. I used to love Splash Mountain. That was a fun ride.
I did too.
I love all log rides.
So it'll
Me too. It'll be the same basic ride. They're just changing the inside.
But it's taking. It's going to take
They're renaming it.
a year.
more than a year.
I know.
It's going to be cool. Updated.
Well, the Imagineers can't be rushed.
And aren't they also changing the Aerosmith? Roller
rock
coaster?
and roller coaster.
Oh, they are?
I think so. Yeah.
With like a whole new band and stuff, or
Oh, why'd they change it to?
I saw the headline and didn't read the article. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing.
okay.
Anyway, coming up, we have Sexy Time with Allie Breen. But right now, this show always sounds better when you're listening to it in great earbuds. And that's where the Raycon earbuds come in because they're twice as good and half the price. Tell me more, Chick McGee.
That's right. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. You're saying, how's that possible, Chick? Well, believe me, it is. They just keep getting better. And the perfect optimized gel tips fit in every ear ever made. And you get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and the price just right. Quality audio at about half the price of other premium audio brands. And they also have 3 customizable sound profiles, noise isolation, and awareness mode. It's got it all. And Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 50,000 5-star reviews. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. Such a deal. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Get a pair for you and a pair for somebody else.
You're the best. Thank you very much, Chick. Coming up, Sexy Time.
All right.
With Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
You never know what you're going to hear on the Bob and Tom Show. Yesterday, we were eating yak. Today, we are talking relationships with Allie Breen coming up next right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Reach her at alliebreen.com or across all social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. Did I miss one? I don't know. I don't do social media, but Allie Breen does. Send your relationship letters to her, ALLIBREEN. Of course, it's too late for this week, but there's always next week. It's one of our most most popular segments, Jessica Alsman and Allie Breen, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Senators grilled Ticketmaster Tuesday about its spectacular breakdown last year during a sale of Taylor Swift concert tickets. Republicans and Democrats on the Senate Judiciary Committee debated possible action, including making tickets non-transferable to cut down on scalping and requiring more transparency in ticket fees. Some suggested it may also be necessary to split Ticketmaster and concert promoter Live Nation, which merged in 2010. A judge has ordered a man released immediately after his attorneys presented new evidence and argued he did not commit crimes he was convicted of and spent more than 20 years in prison for. The 1991 murder, kidnapping, and sexual assault of a woman visiting Hawaii made headlines worldwide. The judge ruled Tuesday that Albert Ian Schweitzer be released from his shackles immediately. A petition filed late Monday outlined additional evidence clearing him of any participation in one of Hawaii's biggest murders, which unfolded on Christmas Eve of 1991. And Walmart has announced that U.S. workers will get pay raises next month, increasing starting wages to between $14 and $19 an hour. The company president told employees in a memo pay raises will be reflected in their March 2nd paychecks and will come through a combination of targeted and regular annual pay increases. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
You know, I got a lot of mail here at the ex-law office. Well, this comes from young Davy Radonovich. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davy, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davy, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
A Redskins fan, an Eagles fan, and a Cowboys fan are climbing a mountain and arguing about who loves their team the most. The Eagles fan insists he's the most loyal and says, "This is for Philadelphia," and jumps off the mountain.
Oh,
wow.
Not to be outdone, the Redskins fan is next. He said, "This is for Washington," and pushes the Cowboys fan off the mountain. Huh? Sure, I had to read it word for word. That's all right.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Space Shuttle astronauts are halfway through their 7-day research mission. Endeavour is expected to become an orbiting maternity ward today when frog eggs that were fertilized earlier in the mission start to hatch. Now,
we are scheduled to hook up with Commander Thompson. We should hook up right now, I believe.
Hello, Houston.
They're speaking with Bob and Tom. Hello, Endeavour.
Hello, Spaceship Earth. This is Captain Thompson.
Hey, Captain, how are you?
Captain, how are you?
We're doing great. We do a lot of experiments up here.
Yeah, we're just reading about the one involving the frog.
The South African clawed frogs. The eggs are about to hatch any moment now, aren't they?
Very excited. As a matter of fact, it looks like they might be hatching about now.
Oh, good.
You people might be the first ones on Earth to hear what's going on.
Well, great.
There they come.
This is exciting.
Some little critter coming out of there. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, God! Oh, help me! Oh,
Hello, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
So comedian Alan Havey joins us. What else is on your mind? What are you talking about these days?
Oh, my girlfriend wants to have kids now, and I don't want kids. You know, kids are spoiled today. I don't know what happened. I guess children had a major coup about 12 years ago, spoiled little bastards. You know, when a kid's bad, what do they tell them now?
No, time out.
Time out. What the hell is that?
Time out.
Yeah, I had time out when I was a kid. I'd wake up and go, what happened?
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Josh Arnold is here.
Chick.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Jessica Alsman.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Willie Griswold here.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom with a special guest, I think.
There she is.
Ooh.
I'm not sure where she is,
she's
but
not
there
at
she
home.
is. It's
Not at home.
the lovely Allie Breen.
You got to let that apartment go. That's all there is to it.
Wait a minute, we have to guess. I'm going to guess Florida
You nailed it.
because you've
You
got
guys
that
are getting
nice,
to know me well.
nice sort of seashore paneling behind you.
Yeah.
Is that
Exactly.
is that your Airbnb that we can rent?
Yep, that's the one.
Oh.
That's yours?
Yeah. Well, me and my sisters, yes, families.
Yeah, they own that.
So you went with the styrofoam paneling there. That's nice. It saves money, but you know
Nothing but the best.
Yeah, they won't know until.
What city are you in?
Right by Orlando.
Kissimmee?
And yeah, pretty much. It's and then I'm playing a retirement home in Hernando today.
Oh.
Is it called the Hideaway? Hernando's Hideaway. Anyone get that?
I played that character in the pajama game.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
John
Thank you.
Hamm. Yeah. Now, Allie Breen is a fine stand-up comedian. Do you have a special presentation you do when you play these places?
Not really. I feel like it's a lot of Northeast people who just come down to retire. So it's not that crazy that you need to change your set that much. I mean, I clean it up a little bit, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like fun.
You don't have to add any Red Buttons references. Or
McHale's Navy.
Johnny Carson. Or
Well, this morning we were talking about
That would kill.
the TV show McHale's Navy.
Thanks, Chris.
Starring the great Ernest Borgnine, Academy Award winner.
And today, I think, is Ernest Borgnine's birthday.
And probably the last member of that cast that's alive, I think, the gentleman who played Fuji, the POW, is deceased as of a couple days ago.
Was Gavin McLeod? Did he pass away?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. A couple
okay.
years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. He was, let's see, he wasn't a Christie, and then I forget what his character was, but he was in that show. He was good. So I'm sorry, we've gotten off topic. Before we get to your letters, Allie, we have been discussing a scientific study released from a university or two in the Southeast about marijuana use and sex. Christy, do you have the sort of a short version of this story?
Yeah, it was in Eastern Carolina University and North Carolina University. Did a research project with 811 participants ranging in age from 18 to 85, Allie. And they found out about their sex and cannabis habits. Over 70% of regular cannabis users said they experienced increased desire and orgasm intensity while high.
Ooh. All right.
Now, are you
Those are good things.
Yeah.
Depending on what state you're in, are you a marijuana person at all?
Am I?
Yeah.
No, I've never really been into it. It just makes me sleepy and paranoid. It doesn't do the good sex thing for me.
Okay. Well,
I'd be into it if it did.
yeah, but apparently, would you say 70% of regular cannabis users said
Yeah,
they
70%. That's a lot.
Yeah, so I just was curious
Yeah.
if you had any experience with that. Perhaps we can get some.
No, but I bet this retirement home I'm playing does. If you heard about how, how freaky they get.
Yeah, nothing like some gummies for the arthritis, I'm guessing. So, in any event, let's move forward. People can write you letters at Allie Breen, ALLIBREEN, with their love troubles, and we're here to tackle them. What have you got?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend is awesome, but he's very jealous. If he texts me and I don't get back to him for a few hours, or if I change my schedule and don't let him know right away, he really flips out. He says it's disrespectful because he knows my phone is always in my hand, so I should always be in touch. But I tell him I'm an adult who sometimes gets busy. Who is right?
You're right.
Yeah, you are.
You are absolutely right. He's a narcissist and he's crazy. Get out.
This is true, but how odd to find that the guy's at fault here. That's weird.
Yeah, she needs to have one of those automatic messages where you can press a button. It'll say, hey, Snookums, I'm in the middle of a meeting right now. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
You have one of those?
That would be perfect. Can you program that?
You can
per
program
person,
that
or
to
would
say
just go out
that?
to everyone?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of them. They say,
Yeah, but it doesn't say Snookums on
No,
it.
I was-
Oh, well, yeah, we all have those general.
I don't call anyone Snookums except perhaps one of my dogs because she's such a good girl.
She is a Snookums.
She's the best girl you've ever seen. Had a little problem yesterday.
Oh, just wait till she goes outside and sees this 8 inches of snow.
She
Check
crapped
the
on the floor.
Even worse.
She's like, I'm not going out there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't blame her.
Person crapped on the floor.
In their kennel. It's a long story. Well, let's get back to Allie Breen. You know, I think you're not a fireman, ma'am,
No.
and you need to tell this. You know, if you're a fireman or a firewoman, you've got to be available 24/7. But you got to go about your life. You can't be expected constantly to return his texts.
Right.
What if you're driving?
No joke. And you don't have to answer to him. He's not your dad. Like, you know what I mean?
He's not the boss of me.
Yeah, and he's projecting. He's probably cheating. Sorry. That's why he's wanting to keep tabs on you, because he feels guilty.
Oh, now that's a little rough.
No, I think he just.
Well, it could be he's doing something shady if he doesn't get right back.
Yep.
In the proper amount of time, perhaps.
So he assumes
exactly.
she does the same thing.
Sounds like he's doesn't have much to do.
Could be.
Kill him! Shoot him in the head!
That's smart.
You know, what are you doing now?
Always a good solution.
What are you doing now? What are you doing now? What are you doing now?
She should just write back really mundane text, just like, "Yep, napping again, still napping."
Yeah.
Now do the thing where you here's what you do.
Turn your phone off.
No. You take your elbow.
Oh God.
And you take a photograph of it real close, so it looks like you've got this
that's
big hairy
hilarious.
ass
You know,
crack.
I was totally wrong. That is hilarious. That is.
And then
always
said
makes
this,
me laugh
and
no
then
matter
say,
what.
"This wants you now."
Oh, God.
Can you fill this crack in?
Yeah,
Stuff
give
like
him
that.
what you'd call that'd be an EJ. No, I think this
That should be the programmed outgoing
she just needs to get
message.
this guy to calm down a little bit. He'll be okay.
Yeah, just
I don't think I would toss him quite yet.
No, I didn't say that.
No,
I did.
Yeah, I do too. He's not going to get better.
Nope.
Okay.
Wow.
Next.
Kick him out.
He's
Okay, what do we got next, Allie?
Dear Allie, I just broke up with my girlfriend after 10 years because she was cheating on me, and I never want to speak to her again. I say that because I now have genital warts. My question is, should I tell her? Do I have to pick up the phone and call her? Because she's the only one I was seeing, so she must be who could have given them to me.
Oh.
I mean, can't you tell her via text or something? Do you have to talk to her?
Take a picture of your elbow,
Do they
but
go
draw
away?
little dots on it.
Just write on her Facebook page, "Thanks for the genital warts."
That's good. That's a smart idea.
Yeah.
No,
So that way
yeah.
it warns everybody.
Take out a billboard with her picture on it and her name.
can't delete
This
that.
woman has genital warts. That's the mature thing to do. Yeah.
Just move
That's the
forward.
best way.
Just get rid of it, the whole thing. Get it over
Does
with.
that go away?
I don't know.
They will go away. Most
Is that an HPV thing?
It can be. So that's,
Oof.
I don't want to say without having all the information.
Okay.
That is the worst name of any STD. That's
Genital
just-
warts.
It's much more descriptive than many of the other ones.
Yeah.
Crabs is a
That is
pretty
true.
descriptive one. If you've ever seen one of those babies up close, they look like a monster. Like crabs.
I don't think they exist anymore because no one has
pubic
pubes.
crabs versus Godzilla.
Right?
Were you one of the last people to have crabs?
It
I
may
think I
be.
might have been, yeah.
You could have been, yeah.
All right, dear Allie, this one, brace yourself for this one. My boyfriend likes giving me swirlies, which is when he sticks my head in the toilet while we do the
Out, get out,
Hey,
get
no,
out
no,
now.
Let's hear this out.
No,
Wait a
this is
minute.
you must immediately vacate.
Maybe
the
she
breast.
likes it. Let's find out.
Misunderstood hero.
No, this is
need
this.
to
You
hear
think
about the
genital warts are bad? You're
How
going to
the
get
hell did this
you're
happen?
going to get
Honey?
E. coli poisoning.
Let's not judge. So what's
She
going on
gets
here?
swirlies while they're doing it?
Yep.
Okay.
It's
Even worse.
fine when we do this at home, so I know that everything is super clean. But now he keeps trying to press me to get me to do it in public places. No way I could do that, and I feel like I already go above and beyond for him, and now I feel unappreciated.
See,
What
stuff
should I
like this
do?
makes me turn into more like Chick. I never want to leave my house again. I don't want to have to shake anyone's hand.
Many benefits.
Here's the problem
How do
with
you
this.
get that fetish? Yeah, that's a crazy.
Yeah, how do you?
I mean, he's got to just. It's a degrading. He must just be into her. That's the problem. He needs it. And will probably need a partner who will allow the public.
I'd recommend Guantanamo where he can go down there and waterboard some of the fellas.
He's going to have to find a woman who not only is willing to do this but likes it.
Yep.
Yikes.
So
that's what the internet's for, though, right?
That is what the internet's
There's probably a website for this.
That's
I've never heard of that ever.
Swirly bird.
I never heard of that.
Swirly bird.
No, how about Kohler Queen?
Kohler Queen. I really didn't need that. No, that was a thing. That's just
that is really something.
I mean,
Wouldn't
you get pink eye immediately?
She says she cleans her toilet though. She said she's really good.
Still, didn't you get bleach in your eyes?
How is it physically possible?
Well,
without drowning.
Doggy style.
Yeah, standing up doggy style.
Head in the
toilet.
You know what doggy style is, right?
There we go. Jess is nailing it. Yep.
Gosh, but that's so hard. How do you? Yeah.
There's a lot going on there.
That's really something.
That's a big bathroom.
I'd imagine you have to maybe you can just pretend. Maybe it can be really low water, so you can pretend that you're in there and just get the bottom of your hair
Still,
wet.
for God's sake,
I don't know what.
Is he flushing while her head's under?
Don't we have any bullets? What the hell? This is insane.
There's just so much to concentrate on.
I'm talking to this woman now. There are plenty of fish in the sea. You do not have to stay with this person. That is just awful. Awful, awful.
Yeah. You did go above and beyond.
Yeah, you did.
It's not your fault.
No.
Unless you're getting a taste for it. Like the old Stockholm Kohler syndrome.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, okay. Let's get our next letter.
Sorry,
Allie Breen, Allibree. And what are your love troubles? They can't be as bad as that
That's
one.
breathtaking.
Dear Allie, my girlfriend told me his mom hates all of her boyfriends. She doesn't think anyone is good enough for her. So I just met the family. They were perfectly friendly to me. I said it seemed to me that her mom liked me, and my girlfriend said there's no way she's just being polite. Is she messing with me? Why would she not just let me think that that's
You need
the
a
case?
giant
I'm not
glass
sure
of who
what's
cares.
happening.
Yeah.
Don't even. Who cares?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Tommy.
No, this is she's
Doesn't matter.
Whatever if she's faking it, so what?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You don't need her. You're not with her. You're with the daughter.
Yeah.
You never know. You know, there's a chance for a long. If you guys stay together for a long while, she'll warm up. But don't even worry about it.
Yeah, but your
just be with your
girlfriend should be a
girlfriend.
little bit kinder about it. Like, oh, yeah, she was really nice, as opposed to saying, no, she hates you. She's faking it.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
See, I agree because now the girlfriend is still insisting. She's like, no, I'm a princess and my mom still doesn't think you're good enough.
Yeah, that is kind of.
Oh, you think that's going on?
If that's
then
the
that's
case.
that's a different problem.
Like,
Huh.
yeah, because why wouldn't she just let him think that she liked him? It seems like she's being a little catty.
He needs to do something to make an impression on her. I'd recommend flashing above some mashed potatoes and gravy at dinner.
That's not a bad move.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do the old Charlie Chaplin walk into the dining room swinging it.
Swinging it.
That's always fun.
Give his daughter a swirly and a porta pot. And then,
that'll
talk
teach
about it over dinner.
Okay, we got
porta potty swirlies.
No, you can't do a swirly though. There's no flush mechanism.
Oh.
yeah, it'd be more of a
It'd be more of a stilly.
Feel like a mud dive.
Yeah.
How'd you dye your hair blue? Huh?
yeah, that would be very rough.
Yeah, that sure would.
That's more of a marinade. Situation. I'm sorry. Allie, we have time for one more letter.
Oh, God.
Dear Allie, my boyfriend's sweat smells like skunk. He showers regularly, but when he goes to the gym or when we get hot and heavy, that's just how it smells. I'm used to it, but I hate that I have to fully shower even after we just cuddle. Is it too mean to tell him we actually have to plan our escapades around this?
There's got to be something he could try.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe
Is
you
that
could.
because he smokes a lot of pot? He
That's
smells
what I'm
like
wondering.
skunk?
I was wondering what is he taking in that would make his sweat smell
Right.
like that?
I'm 80%
That'd be
time.
great, though. It's like a pot smell,
It's a pot smell, yeah.
Actually, they should just move to New York because the whole city smells like pot. No one would notice. All you smell anywhere.
Yeah, there may be. I don't know about that. Are there dietary things you can do to change the smell?
Potentially, somebody would know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
do
there's
they,
nothing wrong
Willie?
with
Do they?
bathing.
Do they at the legal dispensaries? Do they have particular kinds of pot that are designed not to smell?
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
Yeah, but no, that's not a thing. If you smoke a lot of pot, you don't sweat pot smell.
Well, when you drink alcohol,
But they say if
sometimes
you eat a
can,
lot
like,
of
sweat it
curry, you'll
out.
smell like curry and garlic.
Yeah,
It's a totally different thing.
Do you ever, no, I have
It just sticks to your
experienced
skin
people
and your clothes.
whose sweat smells like tobacco smoke.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's because the sweat hits. I don't know. I'd have to. Willie, do you know any stoners who, when they sweat, it smells like weed?
No, not at all. It's not like those old Gatorade commercials where you sweat the color. It's
I know.
That'd be so cool.
Sweat a bunch of green.
That's a real
So you
thing.
think his sweat just naturally smells like?
Yeah, I think something his pH balance is off in some way. Something.
It's for sure his sweat. It could be his hair, because like if he has maybe
There's no
some
reason to
thick
doubt this
curly
lady.
hair.
Do you have a pet skunk, ma'am?
Is that
there
the
a pet
issue?
skunk?
Is this a Mr. Obvious bit?
Is there?
No, because it hasn't gone on for 9 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
No, I'm not. They're very long.
kidding.
They're very
There
long.
they are.
See, I wish this were a Dear Abby thing. Remember how she would title each letter? This would be when the sweat hits the fan. It's kind of a nice fun.
You're killing it today.
It's fun. Allie Breen is a great comedian. She's a lovely gal.
It smells
and she's in Florida, and you're going to be, what is it, the McGillicuddies? What was it called?
The
Hideaways?
I don't even know the name. Some
Was it-
retirement. I can look it up.
Hernando's Hideaway?
Hernando's Hideaway.
Hernando.
Was it Hernando's or was it the Hideaway?
No, Hernando is
Hernando.
the area she'll be.
Oh, sorry.
Stop.
Yeah.
You made up Hideaway.
Yeah, tell him Joseph.
No, I didn't. It's the pajama game. Allie, you going to be on the TV anytime soon?
No plans, but I will be back in New York at the comic strip this weekend.
Okay, well, go to see Allie Breen. And once again, it's ALLIBREEN if you would like to send us your love troubles. Thanks, Allie.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Nice little condo, it looks like.
Yeah, it does.
I wonder if it's on one of the lakes down there. Like Alligator Lake. One of the,
Lake Buena Vista.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go.
Aren't you responsible for naming that?
I am.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's get to it right now. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We all want to be our best, but sometimes life can be a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot going on out there. The analogy I like to use is you turn on the TV. Sometimes you go, there are 1,000 channels, so much so that I can't decide what to watch at all. Sometimes working with a therapist can really help you get closer to the best version of you. That's where BetterHelp comes in. What's really interesting about this, well, first of all, BetterHelp has connected more than 3 million people with licensed therapists. And by the way, it's especially convenient because it's done online. But what's really interesting about this is you'll get hooked up with a therapist, as I mentioned, online, just by filling out a brief questionnaire, and you'll get matched up with a licensed therapist. And if that particular therapist it doesn't match your needs, you can switch, no additional charge of any kind. So get the details at BetterHelp.com/BT show if you want to live a more empowered life. Therapy through BetterHelp can help you get there. And the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you right now by BetterHelp. Visit them today, BetterHelp.com/BT show. It's 100% online. So, by the way, you can do it if you want to just be talking. You could do it through text therapy. You could do it through with the camera on, whatever works for you. They're very flexible and incredibly accessible, again, because it's 100% online. BetterHelp.com/BT show and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT show. Coming up, we have things in history that are very important. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
This stuff from you. I hit a guy in the jaw and as hard as I could twice in somewhere in New York, Albany, New York. I just played the Palace Theater, and we were going to go get something to eat. And it was a restaurant attached to the hotel, and my bus was across the street because I always stay on my bus. And this girl came over and started talking to us at our table, and I don't know her, she had her sister does stand-up in New York, and Vic Henley was the opening act, and he does stand-up in New York, and he knows her. So they were talking across the table. If it wouldn't have been for that, I'd have shooed her away because I was trying to eat my crappy little piece of tilapia.
You must do very well.
She gets up and leaves, and she comes back, and she has her sister on the phone, and she's headlining a club that Vic and I headlined forever in Columbus, Ohio. And so she hands the phone to Vic. She sits down next to me, and Vic can't hear, so he gets up and walks away. And then a guy comes over to her. So some guy came up to me and asked me, a young guy, for an autograph. I said, I'm trying to eat right now. And this guy comes over, pokes her in the shoulder, and says, get over here. And she gets up real nervous and walks over there. And I'm like, man, what is this? And I see the guy walking over towards me. And he goes, how come you took a picture with my girlfriend, didn't take a picture with my son? Both of them were connected to this guy. And I don't know. I don't know anything. But he was standing up and I was sitting down. So I started to stand up and he shoved me back down in my chair.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, all right, okay. And so it was ugly. It was a nice place too. Wine glasses, tablecloths, and it all went flying. And I got up and shoved him, and he took a big swing at me and hit me, but not really with a punch, but hit me and left his jaw just hanging out there. And I'm like, all right, here you go, buddy. You can't leave your jaw hanging out there. And I just, boom. And and he called the cops and filed assault charges on me, or tried to, and the cops showed up, and I was like, oh, come on, man.
The old Chevy Chase shoulder kick.
So
it's hard sometimes. You know?
So now, and that's why now I have to have police everywhere I go, because probably nothing will happen, but if it does, I can't hit people.
Yeah.
I'm 61. I don't need to be getting in fights or anything. And Pat, who's not very big, but my guy Pat that drives a bus and manages my road stuff, he's a little guy in stature, but he's a 7th degree black belt. And so he actually got this guy in a sleeper hold from behind after I hit him, and then the guy started tapping him on the arm, and he goes, "This ain't the MMA. You're going to the floor."
Oh, that's funny.
Well, I'm glad I asked.
Number 10, Texas. Number 11, TCU. Number 20, Miami. And number 24, Clemson all win. And in the NHL in regulation, Boston, Tampa Bay, Buffalo, Nashville, Colorado, Anaheim, and Vancouver get wins. And in overtime, Detroit, Los Angeles, Pittsburgh, and the Devils all get wins. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hi, this is Tom. Coming up Thursday morning in the Bob and Tom Show, it'll be the house band, Duke Tomato and the Power Trio, and the Brass to Mouth Horns.
Tie you up. I wanna tie you up. Tie you up.
That's Thursday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theatre. This week's Spit Take Theatre presentation, The Important Meeting.
Hello, Jenkins here.
Mr. Jenkins, this is Phil Johnson.
Phil, glad you called.
Good morning. I'm not going to be able to make it into work today. I'm sick.
You what?
I'm sorry. I just can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
No, Johnson, listen. I got a phone call last night.
Yeah?
I talked to the client.
Uh-huh.
Today's the big presentation.
Today?
Yeah, today. It's going to be big.
Oh, I can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
Johnson, this is the big presentation. Besides that, frankly, you don't sound sick to me.
Oh, yeah? I'm sleeping with my dad. Is that sick enough for you?
This has been Spit Take Theatre. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theatre.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Jeff Jenna is our guest.
I don't know if you remember this. A lot of people were mad at the Mattel toy company because Teen Talk Barbie, one of the 200 things Teen Talk Barbie said was, math class is hard.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody, young women won't want to take math classes. And I'm just thinking, no, that's stupid. What, are American women that easily influenced? Are they? No, I don't think so. Because if they are, I think Teen Talk Barbie should say things like, sex is fun. I work hard and give my husband my paycheck.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hi.
In the performance room, it's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold's over there.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And now here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Well, this is a great pleasure and honor for me to introduce the man himself, the man who gives lessons to comedians in how to be funny. Ladies and gentlemen.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
How does a guy from Boston ask his minister to pass the spaghetti during dinner? How? Pasta, pasta, pasta.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Hey, pasta.
I like that.
I did too.
Yeah.
I had to kind of parse it.
It's real fun to say.
Yeah. And coming up tomorrow, by the way, we have huge pasta news.
Yes, we do.
We can save it. I'm very excited about this.
Man, oh, man.
What
could be new with pasta?
I don't know why you guys don't look at pasta news.
Time now for Today in History. Here's Tom.
Okay, thank you very much. Today is, of course...
You know why we have trouble with pasta? Because you insist pasta tastes differently. And it's all made from the same exact thing. And the only way it would taste differently is that different sauce.
That's exactly right. Chick's exactly right.
Pasta doesn't taste differently.
Sure doesn't.
It does.
What's happening?
Does not
The
taste
size, the shape, the thickness.
That all changes. The taste does not.
The taste does not change.
You know
it
what?
Can't. It's
In my
flour and
chili,
water.
I use spaghetti noodles, and some people get really upset about that because it's supposed to be the elbow macaroni noodle.
Oh, I prefer the spaghetti.
I do
and
too.
chili mac.
Because it tastes different. That's right.
Oh, history, please.
Today in history. This is odd. 1881, Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas Edison formed the Oriental Telephone Company.
Hello? That is odd.
Odd name for that. And I guess I can't even do that.
Nope.
You know, the old
Nope.
joke.
Nope. I know what you're thinking.
Let's see now. That's the old phone book joke. Let's see. 1905, the world's largest diamond found in South Africa.
Hey, way to go. You said it right.
Wow.
Good job.
On one of the ancestors of the Kardashians, funny enough.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see.
Very materialistic.
Walt Disney's 101 Dalmatians released the first one in 1961.
Pongo.
Yeah.
And Perdita? Is that the girl's name?
I think so.
That has fun music. Cruella.
That is good stuff. Let's see now. Paul McCartney released from a jail where, Pat Godwin?
Japan.
That's right, in Tokyo.
What did he do?
He was
Pot. It got in the pot.
Okay. The weed.
He's a reefer man.
He was being pretentious. You know, I was in the Beatles.
That was the only time he and Linda
Yeah,
ever
go to
spent a
jail.
night apart.
It was wonderful.
Yes. No, that's not what he said.
1759. Happy birthday, Robert Burns.
Yes.
That's what his girlfriend said, too, after that.
Mr. Burns.
Scottish poet, I'm assuming a drunk.
He looks at me.
Scottish, Irish, same thing.
Close, Pat. Let's see.
Professional courtesy.
The writer, born in 1882, Virginia Woolf, of course, famous for impersonating a grandmother.
Yes,
That's right.
And blowing down a house of bricks, wasn't
No,
it?
that's a different wolf, but yeah.
Okay.
Who's afraid?
1938,
in her pocket.
the birthday of the great...
That is so dark.
Yeah.
Sorry. I said she put bricks in her pocket.
she sure waited out there.
It's a one-way ticket to the lighthouse.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Very literary.
She really wanted to leave.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Etta James, born in 1938.
At last, that's such a good song.
I couldn't get her big hit out of my head, and at last I did it. Let's see.
No wonder you think
Alicia Keys.
Yes.
Destined to play the piano.
Yes.
Keys,
yes, indeed.
The same way Steve Sachs. Destined to play baseball.
I love Alicia. Man, she'll stand up and just...
That New York state of mind or whatever that song is
been a locksmith.
Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
This girl is on fire.
Yeah. That's good.
That's great stuff.
That's good stuff.
Thank you. Time now to review what we've learned on today's show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Time now for things we learned. Tom has found some
Religion.
classified documents in his SUV's glove box.
It's amazing what they classify. Everybody seems to have them.
Christy Lee's wearing nice fluffy fleece that looks like Teddy Ruxpin.
Yep.
She looks like she's skiing, skiing.
I don't care.
Scott Rowland, you might call him Rockin' Rowland. He went into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well deserved there, Scotty boy.
Congratulations, Rock. Neil Diamond had a birthday, but that was yesterday. Okay.
Happy birthday, Neil.
Do you want to do your tribute, Pat?
We're going home. It's snowy outside. I've thrown it away already.
Tom,
There you go. I like the way you're thinking, buddy.
we caught Tom reading a book about actor Carl Ballantine.
Oh, sure.
I don't blame you. I barely know who that is.
Carl Ballantine was Gruber on McHale's Davy, a great magician. Find some of his videos. They are so funny.
I guarantee you can't.
He's got a huge schnoz.
He's one of the first comic magicians. Very funny man. Sadly gone.
Huge schnoz.
Ace Cosby, one of his favorite new shows is The Rookie. That means it's almost unwatchable.
It's been on 4 years.
So it's not the rookie season. He's still a rookie, huh? When do they take that tag away?
Rudy,
isn't there a rule at advertising you can't say new and improved for more than a few months or something?
Yeah, that's true.
He can't be the rookie any longer.
Yeah, New Girl was New Girl for 7 years.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Rudy, the root bear for A&W Root Beer, has to wear jeans from now on. He was pantless, but now they put pants on him.
Who's pressuring that?
I've never had a root beer.
Put them big bear balls away.
Josh,
now Dad's root beer. Dad's root beer. They did ask the
Dad's balls.
They asked Dad to please put pants on. That was a little embarrassing.
Yeah.
But different.
Josh prefers the stickless Edie's pies.
That's right.
If you will.
Keep that stick.
Formerly known as Eskimo pies, and they were politically corrected out of existence.
I helped Josh's doctor yesterday examine his anus.
Thank you for that.
Neither one of us found anything wrong, but we gave him some cream just in case.
Yeah,
prescription cream.
Yeah, let me get that in there.
Some whore stole Floyd the trucker's phone.
Not just any phone, a jitterbug. Yeah, wow. And then we had a Pink Panther-esque robbery.
Pink Panther-esque.
Remember the Pink Panther used to always leave a glove? Remember, this guy just left a turd in the sink. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.